Times change in wrestling, just like anything. I don't have any time to comment on that or to piss and moan about it. Complain, and you're just one of those useless old men yelling at clouds. Wise words, Suzuki-san. Hello, everyone. My name is Travis Walash, and I'm the co-host of Mystery Titans Theater, as you know. And I'm here to tell you about, as always, our Patreon, which you can see a link to below in the comments. But here's a little something I want to add. We're coming up with a new idea for every Twitch live show of Mystery Titans Theater we do, where every guest comes on and gets to pick a match or a segment or whatever for us to watch. That will be on after Twitch and will be a Patreon exclusive just for you guys, because we love how much support we're getting on there. We really want to give back as much as we can. We've got some other ideas, but that's the first big thing we're going to do. But anyways, if you do join the Patreon, remember, I'm going to give you an old show that's been removed and is not allowed on the internet anymore, but we found a way in there because we're fighting for you, the MTT heads out there. So yeah, and all that comes from our live shows that happen every other Saturday. We got dates coming up. September 23rd will be the next one with our buddy Sean Whitaker. October 7th, Matt Palagaru, the voice of ASW, great friend. And, oh man, I'm just excited. I'm so excited that we just are able to announce old MTT fave. I feel like it's been way too long. Zubin Sundar. I can't wait. So that will be on October 21st. So that's going to take us through October. Join us on the live show. It's every other Saturday, usually, unless there's something that happens crazy. Twitch.tv/Jarvis Washing Machine. Subscribe over there, or follow here. Subscribe and like, as always. These are the things that kind of help build up our profile and get us out there a bit more and allow us to do more of this cool stuff. Follow boomprowrestling.com. We got as you'll see at the end of this, we got our premiere coming up right away for season 2. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that, even if you're just a fan of MTT, because we're doing some great stuff there. Other than that, I've got Yours, Mine, and the Truth podcast on the Plum Podcast Network, alongside my other really fun podcast that I do with my friend Marta Wesselhoff and Pete Schermacher. I'm No Jedi. It's an Ahsoka recap podcast, so Star Wars fans or whatever, you want to check that out. But I got to get you to Mystery Titans Theater. So I can tell this guy looking over my shoulder here is like, hey, get to it, So we will see you next time at the beginning of this thing, but enjoy today's show and give us your money.
Even as a kid, that always used to fascinate me when you used to watch AWA and be like, when they would make the challenge week after week to Hogan of, why aren't you coming in for the arm wrestling champ? If you were really serious, you'd take me on. It's such a weird little guy move of
to get a shot at some other existing thing that that nobody's listening. They're not listening.
If Jay-Z thought he was a better rapper than me, he would show up to out-rap me, but he's not, so we all know he's a coward. We're all agreed, right? Perfect.
Yeah. I'm glad we solved that. We're well, pretty. Next thing we're gonna go after is the Middle East. All right, you guys ready?
Let's make magic.
Yeah. Mystery Titans Theater has returned, and my name is Travis Woloshyn, and I am joined by the somewhat cranky a bit before we started here, but I love him anyways. Johnny Hedgepeth. Johnny, how are you?
I'm doing good. And listen, hey, I told you, I'm just the show's a memory of my Aunt Sarah, who passed away today. My favorite aunt, and it's fine. She was old and ready to go. I worked in elder care for 23 years. I'm good with it. So this one's for her. So, but that's not why I'm cranky. I was just cranky because I was talking to her. Now I'm not cranky. Look here.
Because look who's here. But I want to say hey we got with us the great returning Brad MacNeil. Brad, how are you?
Folks, it is a pleasure. Johnny, the bald head and the Grateful Dead. I'm happy to see you again, buddy.
Thanks, man.
And it is a super sweet 16 for young Jimmy Hamilton. James, happy birthday, buddy. We're happy to have you here. How are you?
Glad to be here. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah.
All right. Look terrible for 16, James.
It's been rough.
I like that. Do you think this will come back? Do you see how he totally removed the back of the hat there? The thing that the connector.
Oh, work with the protection.
For You know, he used to get the right size. He got rid of it entirely.
How's he going to attach it to his belt when he doesn't want to wear it now?
World's junior heavyweight champion Denny Brown is here. The Barbarian Paul Jones is with us. The new
So, Brad, this is the Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant, who at the time of this airing was my new favorite wrestler ever.
Really?
Look at that pin. Look at that pin.
That is
was
a sexy pin.
Wow.
That was a dominant performance from the Boogie Woogie Man. Didn't even get barely got the strapless hat off. That was great. That's a hot start. I like that.
Yep.
Question on this. Did they introduce the other guy as the Barbarian?
No, they were listing the wrestlers that'll
Thank
be
you.
on the show today.
And this is just a jobber.
Yeah, this is just a jobber.
The Boogie Woogie
elbow drop. There we go.
Boom. Man, he's looking good tonight.
Yeah.
He's got a lot more energy than he usually does.
Got a lot of
in the
hops
ring,
and a
Johnny.
great tan.
Dusty Rhodes, besides being the world's television
Okay, here we go.
Dusty's all over this.
30 days.
Yeah, he's the booker,
Okay.
but you remember he won the services of Baby Doll for 30 days at the Great American Bash.
Yes, how
Available,
could I forget?
available on our
Patreon.
Patreon.
Yeah.
If you want to get that show. And this is the follow-up.
I just want to clear up. It sounded like I get to watch the 30 days of Dusty on your Patreon.
Oh.
Oh, shoveling shit.
Come on.
Yep, Dusty's making her shovel shit, but she's still looking good.
All right, showbiz.
With a dog as a prison guard. He's happy with her
Bastard.
work. I'll be back.
Dig harder.
Really dig. Really. This
Did we
goes
get
on
enough?
for another 45?
Yes, yeah.
That's
Just
what
leave
those
it there.
boots are
Just
for.
leave it there.
Yes. Or my fucking shoes, stupid Dusty Rhodes making me. I thought it would be sexual favors. This
I wore my good humping boots.
Okay. Now, this guy here is Nelson Royal, the former junior heavyweight champion of the NWA.
Whoa.
And this is his farm.
Yes, I did.
And is that Cody or Dustin with the dog? Or with the horse, I mean.
I don't think Cody would have been around yet,
Yeah.
or at least he wouldn't have been walking.
No, that's Nelson. That's one of Nelson Royal's children.
One of his slave labor
Yeah.
on the
He's
ranch.
part of the 12 tribes.
And whatever you do, Nelson, stop feeding that fucking horse.
So Baby Doll said, listen, I shoveled all that shit for you, and he promised me I could ride the horse. And can I ride the horse? And they're all making fun of her for being like a city girl.
My goodness, look at there.
Okay, I see.
Oh.
They really did set this up. Once she gets on and rides amazingly. Well, that's not what I expected. She's right at home on that majestic beast.
Well, you're not far from wrong, but there's more to it than that. It's
I'm
great.
hoping for like a Beverly Hills Cop level stunt double step in that we're gonna cut away, and then it'll be a large black man on the horse. I'll show you American Dream.
By the time I finish with it,
She can do it.
Want to try a jump cut here, Dad?
They're doing the Texas switch as she's behind the horse. It's incredible, the level of work.
This is one.
Oh,
big-
so they had to pause it there. Things get a little.
a little
Grab
Come on.
that.
And that's where she earned her 30 days.
That's not a cow, Baby Doll.
Oh, will she become a lady?
and Nature Boy, Buddy Lynn.
Laverne.
Oh,
it's Buddy Landau.
Shamil, Shamazel.
I love Buddy Landau.
Sports attraction in the world today, and I'm not only talking about the world.
Yeah, Brad, since we started watching these, because like I was saying, I discovered these recently, and it's the 1 year of the year I discovered this when I was 15. And Travis, of course, never seen it. And certain guys he's never seen. He's got a couple new favorite wrestlers. One of them's coming up. Another one is Nature Boy Buddy Landell, who was awesome and one of the most self-destructive guys ever in the history of wrestling.
Now, I have a question about Mr. Landell's robe here.
Yes.
I only took a brief look at it. Is it a pullover? It appears to be a deep V.
It's
like almost like he has to step into it and pull it over. And none of this is criticism.
Like an alien's outfit on Star Trek: The Next Generation.
You understand?
First or second. I know all about the deep V's.
Oh, I'm afraid you've broken our rules, Wesley. You'll have to die.
1982, the Duke joined us just when that baby doll segment was on. He's like, "What time does the wrestling stream start?" It's like, I tune into Titans, I see a fucking horse.
For only $18.99, you can see the rest of this.
Yeah, it's a teaser. That's for the Patreon. You get to see her,
Yeah.
So what's happening here is Buddy Landell was wrestling Ric Flair for the title and cheated to win, and Dusty came in and pointed out that he cheated, and then this happened.
Nice.
So Travis, you in an earlier show, you had asked, I think, do we get to see the two Nature Boys fight? That was it. That's all the footage available.
So look, this is a step in. That V seems attached, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it's just a regular bathrobe, and he's put some sequins on it. To be honest,
but it's
no.
And he's
Brad,
just tucked it in strategically.
Brad, you're right. He's on his way to Riza.
Thank you.
Champion right now. That's right. I said it. He's done it once. He's going to do it again. And Rhodes,
he has kind of a what was Steve McQueen's kid? Chad McQueen quality about him. A kid who played Dutch in.
That's a great belt, man. That looks like that would hurt.
That looks like
over it.
At least 3 times a day, I'd go to tie up my shoes and stab myself with a dum-dum. Oh, I did it again.
There's the Barbarian.
Oh, look at him. Going through his mid-80s X-Men Storm look.
A little choppy here. I hope this clears up for us.
David, we took a good look at Paul Jones just moments ago, and the concern on his face that I'm sure.
So that's junior heavyweight champion, young Denny Brown.
Him with the Raging Bull. That is right. That really has to be on his mind. David, you touched on just briefly the fantastic.
Is that Tony Schiavone?
Schiavone, yeah.
And David Crockett.
Schiavone.
That's right. Because you're on top and everybody's trying.
What's the junior champion guy's name again? You just said, Johnny. Sorry.
Denny Brown.
Now, there's no possible way that the Barbarian is competing for junior, though, right?
No. They're they're loosey goosey with the rules.
Oh, he weighs 3 stone. He doesn't weigh more than 3 stone. I don't know why I always think Paul Jones looks British.
Yeah, I know.
He looks like, so British to me.
He looks like Richard Burton at the Oscars.
And I like that you accused him of weighing 45 pounds.
No one.
Travis, that just reminds me of on the Terry Funk show we did last. Every time you were trying to imitate Terry Funk, you were just doing Jimmy Hart.
Jimmy
every
Hart.
Time,
yeah.
Every time.
Come on, baby. I'm Terry Funk.
Terry Funk. No, I think I try to make it a little longer for Terry. That's all.
Terry Funk.
Yeah.
That's Jimmy Stewart. That's Jimmy Stewart.
That's the clucking chicken. It's a good thing I'm dead, or yowee.
Very specific reference.
Yeah. Then I go through your body and I'm converted to waste.
I do not have. I don't have the ability to do it, but now I do want to hear Terry Funk do the speech from "It's a Wonderful Life."
Yeah.
Oh, your money's in his
Your
house.
money's in the bank.
And
Your
his money's in his house.
Mr. Potter, you're an egg-sucking dog.
Drinking motor oil.
Yeah.
And now the Barbarian David.
That was a good looking, bro. Look at that guy's first day on the job. That security guard. Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Oh, gosh.
Should I interrupt?
Who do I shoot?
Why did they give us guns?
He is so powerful now.
Barbarian doing his traditional ring humping, waiting for his opponent.
A lot of pain, and the Barbarian knocks him back again.
Where is this, Johnny? This
Definitely probably in somewhere in North Carolina or possibly Virginia, but most likely.
With that pressure.
What do you mean, like what building it is?
Yeah, it looks
I'm
like it's in like
familiar.
a school gym, is what I'm saying.
Who are those people in the front row, Johnny?
Oh man, I thought you were a fan.
But look, there's people all the way up top there. That's a little big for a high school gym.
So what year would this have been?
It's 1985.
Okie doke.
Summer of 1985. Oh, that's it for young Denny Brown.
And then a teabag, a little barbarian teabag to
BTB.
send him to
The
sleep.
old bar bag.
He's more savage, he is. He'll tell you limb from limb.
Dick Van Dyke level accent work from my man Travis Woloshyn.
Boom.
God.
Ah. Donald H. Krause.
Huh?
Wallow Kalmaya.
He only got that job because Krause Sr. was there before. That's what I heard.
Yeah, just
Lolo,
Donnie
Columbia.
Krause.
Hey,
You're not half the man your father was, H.
Donnie. Donnie. Fuck.
Quinn.
They're putting Donnie in charge.
Quiz
Donnie?
Kid Johnny
Not
Krause is gonna
Donald.
be there.
Quiz Kid Donnie Krause.
Whiz kid.
all right, so let me give you a little background.
Tonight.
Usually these are Tony Schiavone hyping up the bigger cards going to the bigger towns. This feed we're beginning is Jackie Crockett, who's clearly reading a cue card.
I'm sorry to interrupt, though.
Yeah.
Ticks are. We have to call actor Fred Ward.
Fred
for the
Ward?
tickets.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Remo Williams is
Williams?
going to be taking the tickets. When I'm done with Tremors, I'm coming in here and I'm selling some tickets.
Anyway, but this is all like they're like C-level squad that played the tiny towns.
You're telling me Lazy Eye One Eye here is one of the B squad? Come on.
Over here. Camera's here.
Yeah.
Here. No, straight ahead. Just
Are
look
you
straight.
looking at me?
Let's do it right. No, over here.
The red light. The red light.
Black Bart's a good promo though.
Apologize to the family of Black Bart.
Here we go. Here's our demo.
Hey.
worshiper.
Oh, Boston's own.
Taskmaster.
Get this over
Me, the Taskmaster.
In the Taskmaster.
I'm gonna
Oh,
give
doctor.
you non-stop beatings all the way from the dungeon. Oh, I am.
To go to a doctor.
Dunk honey all over them.
Ew.
Me and woman are gonna be together forever. Nothing's gonna stop it.
After I got through with him, he looked like a ate his face.
That's not funny.
Lights out match with the 10-foot.
And the first appearance on the show of Jim Cornette and the Midnight
Wow.
Express.
Really?
They just got there at the same time as the Rock and Rolls, but they had them do this circuit initially to give the Rock and Rolls time to get over, and then they'd be coming in to feud with them.
And he started out as like a photographer, right?
Yes.
One thing, Buzzsaw, if you crawl your crippled up little body in that ring and get yourself in that cage.
You were making fun of my rosacea. Well, I don't have rosacea anymore.
I got a cream.
He told me that there is no way that Buzzsaw is going to beat him, but all I asked, I said, Arn, just leave a little bit of buzz, so after that, he can get his little fat brother. And
Oh,
come back
man.
for the
Oh boy.
You look
Okay.
at how
Wow. That was prescient. He just said he just mentioned a Brett Sawyer and called him your little fat brother. Brett Sawyer passed away today.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Pour one out for your aunt and Brett Sawyer.
And this is rock and roll, Travis. It's like rockabilly. It's rockabilly through a ELO vibe.
I know.
That was Rock and Roll is King.
Yeah.
Here on oldie senile 650.
A local reference to all the Vancouver fans.
Yeah. So we have what we used to have an oldies station here, Johnny. It was the best. It was on AM and it was Senile 650. But because the music was so old, we call it Senile 650. Oh man, missed that, Johnny.
It's Saturday night and time for the lemon party.
I honestly thought his pants said Raffle for a second there. I was like, how ahead of the
Way
game?
ahead of the game. That's pretty dope. TMI. No tag there. There was no tag. Hey, who wants to see this guy suck my dick?
Hey. Oh, the ring rats are getting excited.
She does.
All right, who's next? The hell was that, man? That was messed up, dude.
I can't get that smell out of my mustache.
He's back. It's fucked. He's like, dude, I gotta tag out. You really fucked something up. Really good jobbers tonight. I don't know any of their names, but they've done their job. Huh?
That's 2-star Tony Williams.
I probably know their names and I just can't think of them because I saw these guys a lot.
Not a bad move by South. That's right.
Nice.
Oh, that's George. Oh, that's George South.
Nice. Oh,
George South is a legendary wrestler. He never was a top guy, but in ring, everyone loved working with him. And he's one of those guys who, like, I don't know if he's still working today in his 80s. He worked all the way up into like his old age.
wow.
I want to believe that the mullet stayed full in the back and just kept getting further and further back on top, but he never let this go.
They love him. Sensational. They are dynamite.
Really taking it to Mr. South. Should have tagged out when he had the opportunity a while back. Oh,
Look at that double elbow.
It is so crazy to me that the new rockers,
what's Rock and Roll Express?
Rock and Roll Express, that they were considered like hunky.
Well, I know it's hilarious, but when you have to look at everybody else, everybody else there, the wrestlers, and with the exception of Magnum TA, they're better looking than Dusty Rhodes.
And they wore purple and a little bit of zebra print. That's all it would take.
Silver.
It's the bandanas. The ladies go nuts for them.
That's right. These boys bring their own jizz rags.
Yeah, you say what you will. Say,
Says they're gentlemen. You looking at me? I can't. I'm asking genuinely. Are you looking
seriously?
at me?
I can't tell.
Oh man, the ring rats got excited when the Rock and Roll came to town.
That's the truth.
That's the only story I've heard about these guys is they love to hump.
Tag team championship.
How could you not? That
matinee idol.
And they're all also in ring.
He looks like the current. Oh, he looks like the current owner of the Las Vegas Raiders. You know, Al Davis's son.
Yeah.
With a mullet.
Here you see him in there again.
But in ring, the Rock and Roll, the Rock and Roll Express are awesome. Dude.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
Yeah, no, we've seen them. We've really seen them go to town on young Mr. South here today.
Yeah.
He's what that golfer John Daly thinks he looks like.
Right.
That's what he sees when he looks in the mirror.
Yeah.
Still got it, John.
Still got it.
Still
Got it. Chocolate donuts and cigarettes. Still got it.
No, I haven't seen a ton of these guys, Johnny, but they're known more for selling than for throwing the offense on, right?
Yeah, well, they're famous for the selling, but their offense is always cool and it was innovative for the
As we've
time.
been seeing, like they've actually been real jerks all night long.
Oh yeah, they're just
the
beating the
ring in a
shit
bad
out of
way.
these jobbers.
That other guy's not even gonna get a tag.
No, and I'll tell you why. It's because there's the
kick it out at one. I love it. George South.
Yes.
2-star George.
they're
South.
trying to show that these quote unquote pretty boys are badasses too, because that's everyone in this territory. All the good guys have to be like considered like badasses who could kick your ass. Kick your ass and take.
But they don't have to be considered pretty boys.
No,
there it is.
That other guy didn't even get tagged in.
Hey, I don't get paid unless I come in.
Yeah, George South took the entire paycheck for the team.
Yeah. Oh God, why couldn't you saw how much they were double teaming? You couldn't have come in at least once. Fuck! Oh my God!
I'm taking your $35, and I'm not even gonna feel bad about it.
Tears.
He made me suck his dick.
I'm just grabbing a beverage, boys. I'll be right back.
Rock and roll is king.
Ladies and gentlemen, with
No, don't eat the chain.
No, you're gonna hurt your teeth.
He's like, oh, finally, I get.
You know, deep down inside, the beating you took. You know who the real world champions are.
So did he really teach himself to? Did he really teach himself to speak Russian, or did he just not talk?
Who, Nikita?
Yeah.
No, Nikita did a great Russian accent. People make fun of it. I think his Russian accent was awesome. Here we go. Here it is.
No, it's pretty good.
Corpsing. Crockett's corpsing.
Next time, can you download the subtitles? I'm not exactly sure what they're saying.
I still look for you,
Huh?
You know the last.
If I could still do my Nikita, I was like, I still look for you.
Right. Oh yeah. So yeah, he had the main event at the Great American Bash.
What? I just can't put my finger on what this tastes like.
Because there is nothing that is going to.
All right. It's my doggy jerky. It's my dog's jerky. Yeah, I'm an idiot. That one's on me.
Now the Kremlin is very unhappy. That makes us.
Hey, how's Daisy doing, James?
And they're giving us
Much better, man.
Happy to hear that.
Belts back again.
Yeah. That operation made all the difference for sure.
Cool.
Sorry, everybody. Daisy's my daughter, and she had a brain tumor.
Oh
no!
No.
His dog's name is Daisy.
And Nikita gaining world championship away from this Ric Flair.
I'm still scared to make a joke.
I know. You're welcome.
He named his dog after his kid with the brain tumor.
We might not have her long. I need something to remember.
Hey,
here he is.
You know, something like the bull always said, everything comes around.
This is Manny Fernandez, most honest man in professional wrestling.
And Travis Woloshin's current new favorite wrestler.
It looks like somebody used the arm slider too much on Create a Character on EA. Like, no, it's too heavy, but it'll never fit the jersey.
I'll tell you what he looks like. He looks like Dave from Dave's Killer Bread, as I've always said.
Oh,
Bread,
yeah.
you know that bread?
I don't.
Leave Richard Burton alone.
Yo, Henry V is a disgrace. An absolute disgrace. A fie on you.
Fie on your house, on you. And stop talking about our son.
I may steal the announcer giving the cut it out. That's a great get him back under control.
Cut it out.
Cut it out. Oh, who's this?
Somebody fight in the crowd or something.
Either that or that's where no, that's where, yeah, there was the fight was right over there with Paul Jones and his goons.
Oh,
Right.
wow. Right before. Right.
Nice arm drag.
It says Buddy Landell, and I can't recall who the job guy is just yet.
If we take a look at Nature Boy Buddy Landell against Mark Fleming, that was
Mark Fleming.
Pretty good. They really did. You know, David, and just to touch on it very briefly, when I saw what had happened to Paul Jones at the beginning of the program.
Yeah, Brad, I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of this in your circles. The incredibly talented person who just shoots him or herself in the foot and ruins their career despite being amazingly talented.
Absolutely.
That's Buddy Landell.
Oh,
That's
okay.
Buddy Landell.
What did he do?
Drugs, booze, not being reliable, fucking up in ridiculous ways. Just
All
like
right.
like being late to go to a TV taping, and they're just like, I'm calling out sick for a week in wrestling. You know, like, while getting a big push that's what we're watching right now. He's in the middle of a big push, and by the end of the year, he's flushed it all the way down the toilet.
Look at Lindell. David, we saw earlier in the program. The thing is, also, he's got his problems with Ron Bass. That's right.
He's pretty slick in there, though.
He's amazing. He's one of the best in-ring guys of the generation. And he has the coolest finishing maneuver that I guess, I'm pretty sure we'll see it.
He carries himself like a young Eddie Money.
That's right.
See, I'd say Eddie Rabbit, but I see.
Oh, because you love a rainy night.
Yeah.
My parents had an Eddie Rabbit album. I was supposed to do it a lot.
You were conceived to that album, Travis.
No, it was the Bells.
Oh.
The Carol of the Bells?
No, they lived right next door.
Here comes our Travis. Here comes
They
our
lived
Travis.
right next door to a bell factory. So it's just constant ringing and constant fucking.
And my father'd still be alive if they hadn't moved next to that fire hall.
There's that standing drop.
Whoa! Boy's got some hops.
Remember Kurt Hennig do that? Well, probably got it from Mr. Landell, I would imagine. No,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, Travis, at this age, when me and Danzo would be backyard wrestling just on the grass, I had hops and a drop kick like that, standing drop kick.
Danzo's mentioned it on the show.
A few times.
Johnny had a great drop kick.
And a couple of times I took his fucking head off accidentally.
Yeah.
There's the man responsible right there. Look at JJ. Look at it. There he is. Watch him.
Oh, there's Tommy Young. Of course.
The man responsible for that man and the rule-breaking tactics he's used. Oh, that was right across the bridge of the nose. And that was a forearm.
Tommy,
Listen, I heard all about you, Tommy. I heard all about you. Sure. You never touched your dick. Sure.
Well, buddy, I don't suppose you're going to make it part of the story now that you got to kiss me in front of everyone. I don't suppose you're going to do that. Because I'd have to kiss you back if it's part of the story, buddy.
Ooh, I'm just going to close my eyes and hope you do the right thing.
It's Carney Law. Carney Law.
Brad, Tommy Young, I think, is the greatest referee of all time. The few times you hear him talk,
that's a funny way to pronounce Mark Curtis.
Tommy Young was Mark Curtis's hero.
Okay.
Pretty much. Okay. And when you hear him talk, he sounds like Lindsey Graham. It's like, oh, that's a gay fella. You know, wow. And then in some shoot interview or something I read or something that I just forced into existence.
Dreamt. Yes.
I'm sure I read it. I read it on the internet. I know that.
So
That he said that he was gay, but he's never acted on it.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, people get over that stuff all the time.
sure. Who isn't?
Yes, that's it. I love chocolate ice cream is my favorite. It's my favorite. I ain't never touched it. I ain't never touched that delicious chocolate ice cream.
I have magazine after magazine of pictures
Good
of the most
housekeeping.
exotic chocolate.
I go to ice cream parlors and watch people eat it, but I do not partake.
I go both ways, milk and dark.
I've been known to have.
Ooh, that's right.
Oh, wow.
Is that the finisher right there? No.
Was that what? No. Oh shit.
Jokes aside, I do dig this Buddy Landell guy.
He's fantastic.
Yeah, there's no air in his stuff.
Fleming and everyone else that's watching, that he can make a man suffer.
Make a man suffer.
Maybe he's trying to show Dusty Rhodes.
You put him in some assless chaps, he could pull off a David Lee Roth gimmick.
Oh yeah.
Because I can do it.
Can we do that just for fun? Can we use AI? Can we get Buddy Landell and some
Enhance.
no reason?
No reason.
Just be over here eating my ice cream.
Just about got it.
I mean, not.
Not eating ice cream. I just eat the cones.
Those delicious cones. Yeah.
Landell caught him with a forearm right in the chest. Tremendous blow from Landell. Quickly picks him up.
Here we go.
Great. Everything about
This
it.
is it.
Yeah, he's really good.
Here we go.
Oh! What I like about that is you could totally recreate that at the pool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Buddy Landell into the deep end.
What is
I like that. I like that he's always like, I can't get him out. He's stuck. Like, let me try to help.
Can you
here.
attach it? There we go.
Yeah.
All right, we got it. I love it.
There's your winner. Nature Boy Buddy Landell over Mike Fleming. Fleming still down, still a lot of pain, that left knee of his. Take a look, David, once again at the instant replay of the closing moments of
Speaking of that backyard wrestling with Danzo, I must have tried to do that Buddy Landell elbow on him like 50 times and never.
It's so cool.
And could never get close to pulling it off.
And
So
Danzo
cool.
has the dentures to prove it.
Uh-huh.
Buddy Landell.
Golden hair, but no golden belts.
There it is.
All right, now let's go.
I was just gonna ask.
Seriously,
go.
can we
Back.
start again?
Baby
He's
doll.
so high. He's trying not to laugh.
Dusty Rhodes, Nelson Royal.
Come on, man.
and Baby
Come
doll.
on.
Here we go.
Oh,
Anybody got grilled cheese?
I don't see my horse hurt. Too bad you had to help her.
we're about to watch her jerk off a horse.
Only 28 more days of this, baby.
I'm baby doll. I'm baby doll, and this is jackass.
I'll be darned. Can you believe that?
Baby doll, horses don't jerk off themselves.
This is the horse cum cocktail.
I'll be darned. Get him, cowgirl.
Oh.
She just never comes back. She took my
Doing,
horse.
doing, 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 doing.
And then they went full private school.
We'll make a lady out of her. That's good, honey. Tell her to be proud of you.
Jump, jump, jump.
Darn. Get it, cowgirl.
Yeah, I wanted to just like take off and never come back.
Yeah.
Nobody knew she couldn't turn right.
Oh,
Yep.
there she goes.
That's exactly what she does.
Fantastic.
You gonna jump the fence?
That's exactly what she does. And
Awesome.
the horse's name is Floyd.
Nice.
Boy.
Holy cow.
Floyd! Floyd, you son of a bitch!
That
I
damn horse
trusted
betrayed
you.
me. Yeah.
Now you're taunting me, Floyd.
How far can she go? Man, she can go. Let me tell you, it's 40 miles.
40 miles.
Yeah. Jesus.
She'll probably get hit by a car.
I'll run off.
But she was my ride home.
He was my ride home.
Okay, all right, climb aboard. Gives him
That
a
was-
piggyback.
Okay, that's one of my favorite things ever in this era was Baby Doll outsmarting Dusty Rhodes.
That's awesome.
Awesome, and it leads to other stuff that sets into motion the Tully Blanchard Magnum TA feud that culminates at Starrcade.
Cool.
Speaking of Magnum,
Spoilers.
Yeah, who's the crazy clown?
that's Kendo Nagasaki.
Oh,
So,
I remember him from the magazines, of course.
they're giving us a quote unquote winners versus winners guys match, but we'll see.
It looks like the dog that you'd see in the land of make believe every once in a while.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, who is also like the handyman.
The handyman. Yeah.
I know what you mean.
And that's
belly
it
to
for
belly.
Kendo.
Kendo also looks like he does that rare thing of fully shaving the top.
Yes.
Like he just liked the look.
There's no such thing.
Now that's a heartthrob right there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right in the throat.
300 pounds of corn-fed beef.
He makes
Magnum
me
TA.
damp.
Texas style. Hot and saucy.
Let's take time out. These commercial messages about the worldwide wrestling events coming up.
I want to make one of those for our 4th year. 4 years. Mystery Titan Theater.
Yeah.
We'll get rings. Well, I'll get rings.
Way too much money.
We got our flowers.
If you please, people will please come out to the wrestling matches. My captors promise that I will not be killed.
I will be given a peaceful and loving death.
Unsanctioned lights out match with a 10-foot steel cage.
Oh, there's no hope for me.
The work I am doing
This
here
is-
is important to the cause.
It does
It's
have
for my parents.
it does have all the cinematography of it of a beheading video.
That's true.
Fred Ward will take your donations.
Hey, I'll tell you what. I mean, this might be the B squad of the wrestlers, but there's a few talented guys like
Yeah.
Pez here. And if
Pez
Fred
Pez
Ward was going to be there to collect my
That would
money,
be awesome.
that'd be great.
He's in one of my
Nick
favorite
Slater.
movies.
He
have you
is
guys ever seen that movie?
visibly inebriated. He is smashed. I
Now-
don't know, Dad. Dad, what are you talking about?
It might be the Drambuie talking.
I haven't worked there for months, Dad. Oh, I'm going to call your boss right now. No.
I'll call him and then tell me you weren't there.
Who was your grade 7 teacher? I want to get that home ec mark changed.
Out with a 10-foot steel cage around the ring. You know, it's the most.
Sorry, James, what was the Fred Ward movie you were going to reference there? We all started talking.
Southern Comfort. It's one of the best.
Oh, I know
movies
the
of
one you
all
mean.
time.
Absolutely.
Oh, I know that
Yeah.
movie.
Walter
Yeah.
Hill, I think, directed.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good. And they're all at Powers Booth is in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, like Red Dawn era Powers Booth.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that movie at like 3 a.m. after getting home from a club in New York City called the Wetlands, which was like early 90s, really cool, hip, not just jam band or dead oriented. They did everything, but there was a lot of hippie shit. And I got home, I was just coming down from whether it's mescaline and acid or whatever. And we sat on, and that movie had just started. It was the first time I saw it while
So
coming down on acid. And I was just like, I'm staying up all night. I'm going to watch this.
This is the greatest movie I've ever seen. Yeah.
With me, the World Tag Team Champions.
Let me tell you something, ladies.
That's right. You know, we're out here today where we watch these NWA.
No, over here, Ricky. Over here. Robert.
Trying to hold
Just
on
listen for this. Listen for this.
They want to do anything they can.
Well, you got to figure it's like
Waste. Robert and I, we've been training very hard, brother.
Ricky really attracts the chicks, right? And Robert's like, you know,
Like you say, you know,
He's clean up. He bats clean up.
I don't even know how to swim.
Right, you know, we
Not
have
that
the Russians.
strong
The
a
Russians
swimmer.
are gonna be out here. They're gonna be
Hey, you. I know you. I know you.
I know. No, we're pointing. We're not
Not angry.
Pointing. Just pointing.
because you know they're gonna ask for a rematch, and I think they already have. Sure have. Well, be glad to. Like we'll be out here, we stay. It'd be a pleasure for us to stay out here to watch the Russians wrestle because it'd be a feather in our cap to see what they can do and how they're gonna do it. All right,
How is that a feather in your cap? I don't think you understand. Oh, well, get the fuck out of here.
hey.
Sit your asses down.
We know where they stand.
I'm cheering for the Russians all of a sudden.
Yeah.
We know what they're about.
He said it would be a feather in our cap to sit and watch them wrestle. That's like an achievement to sit and watch Russians wrestle.
We're gonna go have a hot three-way with one of the ladies in the concession stand. After that, we are gonna watch these boys wrestle.
And there is
Because we earned it.
We're gonna come out smelling like sex and fuck, but we're gonna watch them wrestle.
Also, fry grease
and fry grease.
They're coming to hurt us.
Eating corn dogs.
You know what's one good thing?
So the big blonde guy who looks like an extra from Jesus Christ Superstar, that's Danny Spivey.
Oh,
Right.
sure.
Yeah. But
Waylon Mercy.
Yeah.
That's Waylon Mercy. That under the name American Starship Eagle.
catchy.
Well, I just
That's
can't
kind of the
imagine.
best.
I just can't stop talking about what an achievement it's going to be to watch these Russians. Oh my God, the match is on.
American Starship Eagle sounds like you're trying to spell something out over the radio. American Starship, Foxtrot, Eagle.
Roger.
And it started. It started as a tag team. It was Dan Spivey and Scott Hall, and they wore that weird fucking mountain hippie gear. And Scott Hall was American Starship Coyote. This was some of Dusty Rhodes' not so great creative ideas.
Says you.
See, make them make mistakes because no matter what sport you're in, the team that loses always loses by their mistakes.
The team that loses always loses by their mistakes.
Yeah. Ricky Morton also is like the little league coach that everyone likes but doesn't understand anything he's saying.
Yeah,
I've been there.
Kids really seem to play hard for him though. Can't figure it out.
Yeah. That's the story of the last 5 years of me coaching Little League.
That team, because they're still the world six-man tag team champions. They still are.
You can't sell them short because they are the six-man tag team champions. They are very tough guys. Like I said, you can't sell a rock and roll short either. But we go out there to 110% all the time. We're looking for a victory every time we go that way.
That's right here. Look at he's putting out. He's playing with his toy with him.
Because it always makes me laugh when because they barely ever mention that Crusher Khrushchev was supposed to be an American turncoat, and they just like the Russians. And whenever it was his turn to do a promo next to the two fake Russian accents, and his Midwestern Minnesota accent comes out, it always cracked me up.
Well, I'm going to drop a Molotov cocktail on him.
No, he's a little high pitched too.
Oh, nice.
Okay, one of them. Okay.
Oh, geez. Well, we're gonna crush the proletariat.
That's
right?
it. That's it. That's it.
Oh, geez. Yeah. Oh boy.
He one time said, me and Dan's remember this one. He was addressing the Road Warriors, and he went, "Road Warriors, Warriors of the Road." Had us on the floor.
He's riffing.
Okay, I don't say shenanigans often, but Road Warriors, shenanigans.
Me and my comrades will not tolerate your hijinks and tomfoolery any further.
Well, you've got nothing to lose but your chains there.
Everybody can get nasty, brother, when you step in that ring, especially when you're fighting for your own.
Jefferson Airplane Eagle, 1982. Like to see, liked him better. That was his name.
I was trying to find a "nothing's gonna stop us now" joke. Well done, sir.
These guys are here got to be the strongest guys.
See, if they had done them as hippies and called them the Jefferson Starships, I would have been all in when I was 15.
You guys are on top now. Everybody wants.
Has there ever been Jesus freak wrestlers?
Look at that.
Like, you know, in the 70s and early 80s, there was like ex-hippies became kind of weird Jesus freaks.
I'm sure there's been
Did
something.
they ever lean into that? They should.
I'm sure there's been something Jesus adjacent. I know there was some kind of crazy, weird, hardcore garbage promotion out of California though, but that had the most hilarious character names and characters. And I know there was a Jesus in that, but
I would like to describe my teenage years as Jesus Jace.
Sickle, because they might move in Nikita in that team. You don't know which two of the three you're going to wrestle.
That's right, David.
Have we started yet?
Did they even what? Oh, we missed it. We missed it.
They've been talking for the last 5 minutes, and Robert Gibson hasn't said one fucking word. It's so funny.
I feel weird. I forgot to do up my belt. Can you reach around back, Rick? You get that for me?
I'm transfixed by watching Robert Gibson's face as he just doesn't get to talk at all because he can't.
Unfortunately, only one of the ears works too. Oh. Okay.
And Ricky Morton. And then back to Ricky Morton. And then back to Ricky Morton.
All right. Oh, that's good. I got something I want to get off my chest. Oh, okay. Yeah, you go, Ricky.
We don't know where she went.
Oh, I know where she is.
Uh-oh.
Oh, sure is fun hanging out here next to all this horse shit.
I love him in the ring, but nobody can make a T-shirt look worse than Dusty Rhodes. Holy heck.
My best friend Brad was making fun of Dusty Rhodes. Right around this time, my best friend Brad was making fun of you know how I feel about you, man.
Presentation of the JCP Sports Network.
And he knew I liked Dusty Rhodes, and he looked at me and said, look at the fat piece of shit. He's wearing the Sloppy Joe shirt that he was wearing there. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, he's a fat sloppy mess. I was kind of like, fuck you, dude. I like Dusty Rhodes.
Jenkins.
Oh, Toby.
When I was
ride,
a kid,
baby doll, ride.
Go. When I was a kid,
this music is awesome. Like, I wish we would just follow her for like where she goes on her journey now.
Could be a slick 93 minutes.
Yeah. She's in downtown Houston. Yeah.
She becomes kind of a Littlest Hobo style show where she pops into towns and helps people with their problems.
Or she becomes a successful like lawyer with her horse.
Yeah. Like she owns a modeling agency.
I am
here we go.
With the horse.
Have fun, boys. Have fun.
What?
A $25 value for only $7.
This doesn't look like it's that old.
What is he selling? Oh, fireworks. Oh, Jerry.
Oh no, I really hate this part.
I'd say it's late 90s. Hilarious.
Wow. Get well.
That's when Vince called him out of pity. Like, come on, man, come work for me.
Come on.
You could do so much better.
And here we go. And believe me, there's a lot of this. Okay, the announcer, the legendary Russ Davis, who, when calling what he would think serious wrestling in the 50s, was more of a sportscaster when he called women's matches. It was the 1950s. So,
yeah.
These women are going to beat each other up.
140 pounds from Des Moines, Iowa.
Oh, no.
Been to Des Moines?
Oh, wow. Mrs. C.
Bugsy Brown.
Hey, that works.
Ringside International Amphitheater, Chicago.
Well,
she doesn't take off the towel. Can I throw her over the top? Is killing permitted? Like, the great Big Tussy once said. Be right back.
Rose Roman is meeting her.
And Yuli Brenner.
What? Yuli Brenner.
Yuli Brenner.
Wow.
I was gonna make a Yul Brenner joke, but
that's her name.
Her
name is Yuli Brenner.
Well, that's great. Good for her.
Contact.
Unfortunately, she's really, really ill. This is a Make-A-Wish.
I was, God damn it. I was taking a drink. Happy birthday, pal.
Thanks, man.
Holy cow.
It.
Amazing.
There's been a turn, Trev.
Holy cow.
Did you catch her hear us say her name, Travis?
No. What? No.
Yuli Brenner.
Well,
Crazy, man. Like, what's going on? Did she lose hair versus hair match?
No.
Oh
that's
no,
her
she's
gimmick.
got a. Yeah,
alopecia.
I can see she's got a.
Yeah.
She's got a thing on.
A bald cap.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't. They can't wrestle with a bald cap on. This woman shaved her head.
No, that's CGI. That's CGI.
Okay.
It's like Gollum. It's Gollum.
I mean,
oh wow.
given the quality of this footage and this, I mean, she looks legitimately like a monster.
Yeah, she's full on HR Giger.
Yeah.
Her thigh vagina is gonna eat the other woman for sure.
She looks like that monster from what is that movie? Species? No, the Canadian one.
She does not look like the monster from Species, and I'm going to turn this off and watch Species for a little while.
I will be
2.5 minutes.
No,
I'm
the one
a
with
huge
Sarah.
Forrest Whitaker fan. Yeah,
The one with-
Splice. It's Splice.
Splice.
You're thinking of
Thank
Splice.
you. I am. She's wonderful.
Yeah.
Tickle.
Tickle.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Is the tag hanging out of Yuli's tights?
It's her tail. It's just the end of her tail.
Oh,
or the end of her dick.
Okay. Russ Davis keeps going back to tickle with during this match. It's bizarre.
I'm looking at this gal's haircut and thinking of one.
It's her
I've
price
got.
tag. She's a mannequin come to life.
A pair of dull clippers, no less. But I still
Dull
like a look
clippers. Tickle.
Whoa, Miss Cunningham's
no.
laying it on.
Oh, somewhere a young Benny Hill was inspired watching this.
You can get killed for that in some countries.
I wonder what she looks like.
Oh no.
She can't be that ugly.
Yeah, okay, come on, man.
Come
on.
Wow.
Oh no, it's her weakness. Her fontanelle.
Have to be careful. It hasn't hardened just yet.
It is her weakness. Yeah.
Why yada?
Just breaking the hold.
She keeps hitting me on the head, Mo.
I'm headed to Niagara Falls.
I'll never master a Larry Fine, but I'll go to my grave trying to get it right.
Same.
What's his name? Billy
West. Billy West.
Yeah, does an incredible one.
The funniest, I just re-listened to this. It was when he was on Howard Stern back in the 80s, and it was during the 20th anniversary of Woodstock. And on the there was all these spots on the station of the Woodstock moments, and they did one, and they used the actual narrators for the station. It was the forgotten footage of Larry Fine at Woodstock. Hey, you assholes, get off those towers.
Only do a bit of the brown acid.
Janice Wetland? Who, the ugly broad?
She's like a leaseholder. She doesn't want to.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no! Don't.
I was shocked that I had never heard of Yuli Brenner before, and I'm a fan now.
I'm afraid this might be a one-time thing. Honestly.
No, she appears later in the month as Nosferatu. Took me over an hour.
There you go. Good job, buddy.
Well, do something about it. Grow some hair over.
Come on.
She's pulling her by the ears.
Put on some jewelry or something. Make them know what they're getting. You gotta paint the barn if you want it to sell.
Man, what a gimmick. It's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Like olive oil.
Tell me why this wouldn't work today.
Yeah.
It would. It totally would. It would have one fan.
Along with the gimmick stupid name, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, that's just it. This is actually Yul Brenner's sister. Yeah, she was a wrestler.
Now that you say it.
Oh, I see the similarities.
Mm-hmm. And much like her brother, I mean, as soon as this match is over, she just smokes like 6 packs of unfiltereds a day, which kind of explains she doesn't have much longer to live. Yuli.
Sure.
Maybe that's why her cage match is so short.
And Yuli Brenner gets
nice. Undefeated. 1-0. Old cue ball.
What? That's not fair. Yeah. Give her sweater. She's so cool.
You know she's cool.
These every last one. Danny Thomas is disgusted. I'm so disgusted by this outcome.
I want that bald woman in my dressing room with a glass table. Stat.
All right.
There he is.
It's been a while.
Yes, it has.
But this is one of our favorite awful territories.
And James, for your birthday, I figured we were going to start with the good stuff, but buckle up, pal, because there's a double punch of our favorite shitty wrestling coming up tonight for you guys.
Travis, I'm sure at some point you've coached kids in like some sort of drama class, and that right there was the, can you show me your mean face? I'm angry.
You can't take it off.
He calls it the Crusher method.
This was 2002.
Wow.
Wow. I had no idea. Here we go.
Wow, I'd assumed this was in the 80s. All this time, dude.
Ladies and gentlemen, get set.
Hey kids, do you like men with tits? Here we go.
Texas Cowboy
I've never seen this. This is different from them. They're at the boar's nest. Back room at the boar's nest.
Richard Belzer and Norm Macdonald as Burt Reynolds. Just hanging out.
So, what kind of cars this guy drive?
Eric Ferguson. It's funny.
They could not have actually gotten a Miller sponsorship for this show.
No.
They're about
no, this is in the back of a bar where someone's playing darts in the other room. Fuck.
Chris Carter. James.
Those two.
Yeah.
We love Chris Carter.
I think you might remember All American Chris Carter.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
And his parking spot. Yes, I remember.
Chris Carter.
He gets the best parking spot.
Then the champion of the world. Your opponents will be Chris Carter and Muhammad Jihad Saad.
Nice.
Muhammad Jihad Saad.
Scotty, leave. We were talking for quite some time about Carter and Saad.
He's got a snake in the middle of his hat. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Weird thing is, this guy's not even a wrestler.
No, we do the terrorists and cut and shoot Texas, Terry.
No, what's that?
What are you doing with terrorists?
What makes me love to them? Because they hate it.
That's the only reason.
First, we try and win him over to Jesus. And then we date him.
They come out just about even, but that Chris Carter,
Practically nothing more.
Not the stepdad, but the dad that stepped up, Chris Carter.
He is. To see some action now for you fans. Let's go to ringside.
These men can get
Here we go.
You're talking about two of the best in the world.
Right on.
Carter and Sod on the.
And Rex Steiner here is the future Big Papa Pump, baby.
Wow.
Is he really?
Yep.
Crazy, yeah.
Oh, I see it. Yes, of course.
Badly here in the opening moments of this. Excellent.
Wow.
This is where he started.
That's Scott Steiner.
Yep. In the middle of all of these just either wash-ups and never wases, Scott Steiner got his start here quite quickly and then moved on pretty quickly.
I've mentioned it on the show before, but Kyle Fines and I have been working our way through WCW Nitros starting in '96. And watching 96 Scott Steiner was such a revelation to me. Like, I had no idea how good he was before Big Papa Pump happened.
Okay, you have about a year more before you have to make sure that none of it influences anything creatively you guys do it.
Oh, that's half the reason we're watching is a cautionary tale. This is what happens when you let the success go to your head.
What's his Dark Angel? What's he got here? The Dark Angel has come out to ringside.
The Dark Angel,
named after the Blue Rodeo song.
Said this is 2002.
There's a lead singer for Steppenwolf.
I was about to say the bass player from Alabama, but yeah.
He's in a hurry to get things done.
Talk about your negative forces.
They are sponsored. They're advertising Miller
pretty
beer.
crazy. This is the biggest they've looked.
Cody. Cowboy, well, Carter with some.
I can just see the Bruiser negotiating that. I swear to God, to you, every last one of my performers will be half in the bag on Miller. You know, I'm all in.
And only Miller.
I will force it.
Hell of a match, Scotty. Would you like to be paid in cash or Miller?
Miller Lights. It's not even Miller. It's Miller Lights. It's the byproduct of Miller.
I asked, but it doesn't matter. You're getting paid in Miller.
I negotiated. It did not go well.
Here's this Dark Angel.
I don't know why they sent me in to talk to him. I have no idea what I'm doing.
I'm a wine man.
Spritzers. Strictly spritzers.
Send me in with Bartles and James. I'll make things happen.
Booms.
The world champion against Muhammad Saad. Tried to stop it.
Did you ever try this shit, baby duck?
So, Brad, this guy here, the red, white, blue singlet,
is
All-American Chris Carter, who basically does a Hulk Hogan gimmick, but looks like a mechanic.
Yeah.
Hey, he's got 3 stars.
And when are we watching this from? What is this, Johnny?
I want to say 86.
But like, I don't know this promotion. What is this?
It's called
Indianapolis. It's called Bruiser Bedlam Wrestling.
Bruiser Bedlam.
That was the guy at the
Bedlam.
beginning there.
Yeah.
He was Dick the Bruiser.
Yeah,
The Dick Bruiser, or we call him sometimes.
Dick Bruiser.
Yes.
I don't know what
Legend.
you're talking about. Oh, my ice cream magazine is here. I'll be right back.
I gotta go.
That's odd. Here, let me.
Dick did not care for our jokes.
Yeah, no, I think Miller's like, all right, funny man, funny man. Now you have to sit here and look at this ad for 30 seconds.
Satellite.
Sponsored by Mills. Hey, I want to apologize to the fine people at Miller Lite who are clearly listening in. Didn't mean anything by it. I've enjoyed your product sometimes.
Miller Lite. I like the smell of my urine after I drink you.
Hey, Miller Lite, I drink Keystone Light. So come on, we're on the same fucking page. Come on.
I'll take a natty light if there's nothing left. Come on.
Before. There he is, the Dark Angel.
Oh, he's called the Dark Angel.
The Dark Angel.
I hate this guy. I hate this guy already.
Wow. That is 100% the guy your teenage daughter brings home. No, he says I'm an old soul.
Jingles and jangles.
About.
Jingles and jangles when he comes over for dinner. He's constantly shaking.
Oh, sorry, the fringe of my jacket caught on your door. Can you get that from me?
Like, for some reason smells like cherry Vicks the whole time.
Thank you for having me over for dinner. Where should I smoke my clove cigarettes?
Your cat is playing with my fringe. Could you make him stop?
Keeping Rex Steiner over in his side of the ring.
The Dark Angel does not care for felines.
Too cat-like. Too cat-like.
Ooh.
Dark Angel no selling. Get
Marky
your goddamn
Ramone.
hands up.
Fuck you,
May I
Marky
say-
Ramone.
Whoa. Oh, that guy's a baby face now.
Oh, no. No,
Remember
he
that
doesn't
guy?
know. He's just too drunk. He doesn't know.
Is that
Oh,
Dr.
yeah.
That's not Dr. Jerry Graham, is he? Is it?
No, it's Jerry Dangle or something.
It was a guy we'd always see in the back. I wish we knew what the fuck was going on.
Marcel Marceau is the referee.
I really wish we knew what we were doing. Let's just be honest.
I wish a lot of things.
Pacers are looking good this year.
I swear to God, I'm not paying for parking. I'm not paying for parking.
With some words now to Dr. Jerry Graham. And Graham again is getting.
It is Dr. Jerry Graham. I guess he's doing his baby face turn.
It's Carter and Sod trying to get at Dr. Jerry Graham here at ring.
Dr. Jerry Graham is a guy who is ripping
Who
off.
the hell's that guy?
Trying to hold Sod back. Carter.
That's Assad,
Assad.
the terrorist who's now a reformed terrorist. He's a reformed terrorist.
It happened.
I'm a terrorist, twice reformed.
I'm a terrorist, but I never acted on it.
Well, you guys knew.
I only did it once, but it healed over.
My parents sent me to a camp, pray the terror away.
If you only terrorist with your mouth, it doesn't count.
On that one, I'm going to grab my gotta go take a little break and grab my pad because I just realized
Your period, we get it.
yeah, and also
With wings.
you know, like I'm not really I'm feeling not so fresh. And
Dick the Bruiser's cousin.
but I need to get because I always pick the title of the show now based on the line that makes me laugh the most. And I realize I'm gonna have to use a lot of paper and a pen, but that one I need to go write down. And I gotta go take a piss. So
Okay.
Yes, he
Long
does,
punt.
Terry. That big
it's all that Miller.
If there's anybody who can handle
Light.
Dick cousin, the Crusher. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, look at Crusher versus Ox Baker. This is what you're gonna miss, Ox Baker, Johnny.
No. I mean, he's down and he's flat. Now, if Crusher uses his head, he's
We saw him at the end of our last show because we did a
back on his feet.
Terry Funk tribute,
That
but
was a
Bob
big
Barker
mistake.
died,
Crusher had him down. He
so we added Ox Baker on Price is Right at the end.
Oh, awesome.
Believe me, Terry, he can apply a bear hug, and he can make you wonder where your
You
breath
certainly
was.
can.
315 pounds of humanity in there, Ox Baker against the Crusher. But the Crusher's no lightweight himself, probably around, what, 265 or so?
I'd say 260, 265, and he's hanging on. You know, he's currently
What?
got-
He's never been he was 265 when he was 13.
back of his neck.
Try to pop that head like a grape.
Now Ox Baker's using the trunks. He's losing it. Before he had a legitimate.
I love
bear
you,
hug,
Dick.
he's holding on to
I
his
love
trunks.
you, Ox.
I love you, Ox.
Out of it. He's successful at it. Uh-oh, took a knee, though.
Here comes. Whoop. Right in the dick.
You're going to take a series of punches from the Crusher, and boy, that makes him see double.
I assume.
Ox whips into the corner. Crusher cautious.
Other one. Just constant dick
Throws in
kicking.
some boots.
He is the dick bruiser.
Down. Now go for it.
God, we've got one. There's two. But yes, you caught it, Doctor.
What? Oh.
Stud moves around.
You got it,
Trying
Doctor.
to offer some encouragement.
Thank
to
you
Ox
for that.
Baker. He's up, though. Ox moves
Just like
quickly.
my melanoma. Thank you, doctor.
Oh, do you think, Doctor?
Baker's going to work on the Crusher.
Doctor.
Advantage of that opening.
Doctor.
Doctor.
Oh, Doctor. Doctor.
Captain. Captain.
Puts the Crusher off the
Doctor,
ropes.
Captain.
Oh, straight right. Ox Baker's on.
Over.
And the Crusher firing away one after another here on Ox. Huh. Sets him up and puts
Ox
him down.
really selling for him there. 1, 2, 3.
Well, it kind of looks like Bruiser's the young babyface here.
And here goes the Crusher. He's after Stud. Look, he's chasing Stud out.
It was Big John Studd. Crazy. Look how young he looked.
Wow.
He should, but he might be going to let it go. The Crusher's chasing Stud. He's forgot about.
I thought that was a 3 count.
Big baby John Studd.
Yeah.
Could be counted out. Nice smell of count out.
Baby duck. John Studd.
I don't know where the referee's at here. Ox Baker getting to his.
Did you ever try that shit, baby duck?
The referee is still counting. Stud in the ring. Crusher chases him. Like I
need effervescence.
I got 2 things: a tight suplex and a red with a lot of legs, some with huge body.
The referee looks like he's more worried about
Argentina, the Melbecks. I've been dabbling.
Stud's holding Crusher's hands behind his back. It looks
Where are you going? Where are you going?
It's Moose Sholak.
This sounds weird, but Melbeck kind of tastes like cigarette butts. And it's not unpleasant.
I mean that in the best possible way.
My forearms will blow your head off like the tannins in this Malbec.
Cock, 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 cock.
We've got a four-way going on here.
Yukon Moose and the Crusher going to have him. Oh, he's throwing him in. Oh.
Drinks 3 bottles before every match. But he's really got a good eye and a good nose. Like he knows.
He's really good at it. Yeah.
The Crusher's hands down.
I got top notes of tennis ball and floral.
And an oaky afterbirth.
Yeah. Well, Big John Studd got a little carried away there at the end.
They did, Terry. I thought they were going.
Miller Lite's starting to complain, Ox.
Rotation diet, I think, wasn't it? Came in there.
Yeah. I love you.
Boy, family reunion time.
What?
Don't break your arm slapping your own back, pal.
No kidding. Excellent.
You're not a real cowboy.
Fans, hope you enjoyed it. And we hope to be able to bring some great classics from out of the past to you again.
We call you guys cowboys.
Coming up now, more recent.
Coming up now.
Just a couple of months when we return, Chris Carter against Calypso Jim. Superfly and 2 of the fabulous proponents.
I think we've seen Calypso Jim as well before.
We have, yeah.
Wildman set to collide here in the ring in a Superfly match.
Hey, go easy on those no booze drinks.
Matches. If you jump off the
Got a LaCroix right now.
by your opponent, pins don't count. Nothing counts except that Superfly.
Well, both of these men.
You are not a cowboy, sir.
Peak condition and set to go at it in the Superfly match.
Your belt buckle was a Christmas present. You are not a cowboy.
I became a cowboy the same way as my friend Bill Crystal. I did a camp.
Scoops him up, slams him hard to the mat. And right across the throat, referee Terry DeMore is there. Bracero head first into the turnbuckle.
Barrow.
The Polynesian Wildman getting the best of
Friend of the show.
in the early moments
AT
of this
Rosero.
Superfly match. Of course, El Bracero
Is he in the chat right now?
out of the high flying
No, he's not.
No, he's in the ring.
No, this guy's name is Bracero. Bracero.
Oh.
That's just an indication of the incredible balance and agility possessed by El Bracero. He does. He has so much athletic prowess, Terry.
Ooh, he's an
So now they're in
L?
it. Where are they? Is this the same spot they were in before? Yeah, I guess so. For the camera. They've reset the hard cam.
Polynesian Wildman dropped a heavy forearm across the chest of El Bracero. Look at the look on that guy's face.
El Bracero.
Bracero.
Kind of a guy.
I tried to get into her El Bracero. She said I had to marry her first.
He's got Bracero stretched.
He said, I tried to get his. Go, you go.
I tried to get into El Bracero, but the donkey said no.
What's he doing here again? What is he? Now he's got his man under.
Tried to undo her El Bracero, but I did not have the dexteritino.
I'm sorry, I don't speak German.
Several months. It wasn't an incident which occurred in the wrestling ring.
I tried to get into El Bracero, but the doorman wouldn't let me.
Many times on television. I don't know if we really thought he actually did it, but by gosh, he did. He went back there and he took a bullet.
Oh, you tried to get into El Bracero? That's your
I tried to make.
crazy.
I made reservations, but they.
Yeah. Oh, even with
they
that.
wouldn't walk me in. They wouldn't walk me in.
Oh man, I could have told you that.
Wow.
Well, he can definitely make it tough on a man from either location.
Tacos El Pesco, which I'll never have. So.
Caught him right across the neck. And a big smile
Yeah.
on the face of Muhammad.
I don't like it when both teams wear the same color. It
That's what I was
confuses me.
thinking from the start.
Like one of you wear home, one of you wear away colors.
No kidding.
Across that middle rope now.
Flames and wings.
Terry, how does Muhammad Jihad communicate? First he had the Prince.
Okay, let's go home, brother.
From Africa. Then he's got the
Please, God, let's go home.
How does he communicate?
Look at this, somebody throwing trash in the ring.
Don't forget, I'm cooking tonight.
Wild man missed. That hurt. Shoulder first right into the turnbuckle, and that will put the brakes on him.
That took some steam out of him, Terry.
The Polynesian
King
Wild
of
Man
sports.
does
It's the
speak
jack of
English.
sports.
So
And
the
just
two of
retake
them
the other case.
Polynesian Wild Man, neither
Dude,
one of
thanks,
them
buddy.
are exactly Rhodes scholars in that area, but obviously do communicate in some, albeit
Karate chop.
So most of the time, their wrestling is primitive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Idiots.
Thrown right out of the ring by the Polynesian Wild Man. Saad is right there. Watch
Wow.
out. Saad making sure the referee's back is
The ref's
turned.
turned to him, yeah. He doesn't see it. What's going on over there, Terry?
What the hell?
Trying to catch Saad.
It looks like they're wrestling in a hotel lobby.
Yeah. Or out in a field
On the outside.
late at night.
Driven into the mat. Referee
Everybody turn on your car lights.
and the Wild Man and El Bracero going at it.
Okay, this is getting out of hand. Get him in there. Come on.
Bracero. Ooh, shoulder first.
Oh no, well,
Right
they were
in
under
the
the ring. They swapped trunks. Now, how will we tell them apart?
The Polynesian Wild Man.
Look at him shaking hands.
Oh, it's
High
the elbow
fives.
pads. Elbow pads.
Mhm.
I hope they don't think they've got this thing won.
And
Oh,
boots.
yeah. We haven't seen anything
Or
yet.
lack
Oh,
thereof. Hello, hello.
Wild Man, the reflection of pose for the fans, generally unappreciative. The Wild Man. The whip is on again. Bracero got out
Here
of
we
the
go.
ring.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
And look at him. This
That Bracero fire.
Back, Terry.
with a flying
Legendary.
Yay, Bracero.
Hey, I'm a
Is-
fan.
Is the manager the chef at Berserio's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No soup for you, says El Brazero's manager.
Bracero's a fire plug. And he's finally got a bit of a shine. I think he's done now. I'm glad we got that.
He may lose another leg.
This night is brought to you by Brazeros. Oh, shit.
Well, as the Cowboy told you at the beginning of the match, the only way this bout can be won is when one man superflies his opponent off the top rope and
Just paint him green and put bolts in his neck. Look at that forehead.
Do you know what's weird? Ghostbusters is on constantly, and it's
Yeah.
one of those movies I have to constantly watch. And so when I watch it, I see Rick Moranis, and then I see this guy
This guy, yeah.
every time.
Mhm.
you can get under your skin, can't he?
Boy, I almost believe you. Huh.
Hey, that's good.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
He just
You
calls
should
it.
be a cowboy.
Wow.
Side of the ring, and I know you've
They
had-
discovered this. They discovered this guy in a local production of Oklahoma at a dinner.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it. Male
We're to
stripper.
take you back now, fans forward.
Oh,
I know you.
Both.
I know you.
Your
borrowed
dinner
the
theater
hat,
doesn't
but
pay
you
the
should
bills.
try
Oh
it.
man, it's Bracero. Is this the same?
Oh, he's
Yeah,
back.
Polynesian Wild Man
It's part of the trilogy we're seeing. The
Is this an
Bracero
El Brazero theme night?
Wildman trilogy.
with an
Trilogy.
excellent move. What a fabulous display
Of
his-
7.
So this might be the best wrestling we've seen on one of these episodes.
Right, right.
And that's what the people wanted to see.
Seems like an insult to some of the artists we've seen already this evening.
Yeah.
No, I mean on Bruiser.
On the
Bedlam.
on Bruiser
Nope.
Bedlam, yeah.
Yeah.
El Bracero came
Love
off
Bracero. He's got to be in his bonnet. Got to be in his Bracero.
Got a whole lot of he's got a whole lot of somersaults left in the tank.
Yeah.
Saad
Somebody turn the lights on out here. It's so fucking dark.
coming around from the reverse.
Can't see a goddamn thing.
For that. Gonna try to pearl
Does
hard.
anyone have a Buick that can point at the ring?
Bracero back into the ring. The referee-
Oh, easy, Dick Ebersol.
ready for action. And all I see is one man out there flexing.
What's the name of
Come on,
the?
Bracero. I can't count if you do that.
What's the name of the Wild Island man?
Polynesian Wild Man.
Oh.
I think they just call him the Wild Man,
Wild
but
Man.
they call him the Polynesian Wild Man.
Just for specificity, yeah.
Mhm. Yes. Several wild men in the region.
Dude, when me and my ex-wife went to Key West, all it took was about 7 Polynesian wild men to get her to
All
agree
bets
to
were off.
to get her to agree to our first three-way.
That math doesn't check out.
Again, both men in the ring.
Somehow 9 people works out to a Polynesian
No,
three-way.
they're a drink.
Wait, you bought 18 wild men for 9 people?
Yeah, to watch.
Crazy.
I figured someone would have needed at least a double Polynesian Wild Man.
Yeah.
7?
One in both ends.
3 of you.
The whipped cream works either way.
What they don't tell you about the wild men is you have to drink it with a garden hose.
Get to drink it with a garden hose.
How do you think I made that happen? It
Called
was all the
Mazatlan,
it was all the
baby.
Oh,
garden
that was
hose,
you.
baby.
That was you.
Duke says Mark Miro stole the Wild Man's gimmick.
I guess he did. Yeah, I see it.
But Miro had
Except for the makeup
Yes,
and the
yes.
and the mincing makeup.
You know he wants to shake hands. Look at that corner. Muhammad
Seems all right.
Oh,
All
oh,
right.
that's
I
very
figured.
nice.
I didn't
The
know that was an
Polyne-
option.
The Polynesian Islands are known to be very hospitable.
They face off again in center ring here in this Superfly match.
Polynesian kind man.
Wild man with a forearm puts Bracero down.
They would actually make that gimmick now. I bet you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But wasn't that
Matches do just end with handshakes. Well,
No, but
that's
wasn't-
nice.
wasn't that make a difference? Fatu
We haven't seen that yet.
Oh, I suppose. Yeah.
Rikishi, ever?
The
That brief
dancing
time-
one.
Yeah, no, but the brief time where he was like a former gangster who's out there to make a difference with
Oh,
the
that's
youth.
right.
Yeah.
I remember that.
There's,
Yeah.
there's the good Polynesian man.
He's over to the corner and he grabs the Wild man and slams him.
Stop acting like they're an exception, Johnny.
Oh yeah. Bracero putting the boot. Here comes a body slam by the.
I was interested in it because then they had brought in 2 other guys as like former Samoan mobsters. And I guess they were going to try to like say you got to come back to the gang. And I was kind of like, I'm kind of into this stupid thing, and it never went anywhere.
This ring just shook.
From 9 or 10 feet in the air, and you know what Bracero is feeling. You can imagine.
Oh, Bracero.
Big
Romance?
shot by Wild man.
It's the cover of a romance comic. He's a wild man, but I think I love him.
And he clubs him with his boot. He's clubbing away at El Bracero. The ref doesn't
Or a Roy Lichtenstein painting.
Yeah.
Referee might suspect it, but
Why can't I make him the Polynesian Wild Man he used to be?
El Bracero in a bad way, having been clubbed a couple of good ones. Here comes the Polynesian Wild
He's
man
bleeding,
after
sir.
El Bracero.
Oh, Bracero's cut open. Man,
I'm
this is-
every morning I am a regular Polynesian wild man before my coffee.
Polynesian Wild Man's the name of my
Especially-
deodorant.
Oh yeah. After a night out at Bracero's,
Yeah.
you're gonna be doing the Polynesian Wild Man till noon.
At best.
In the meantime, Saad breaking up the count in his argument with the referee.
You kidding me on Bracero Fridays? Get the fuck out of here. We're going out. It's Bracero Fridays, you guys.
He's taken a lot of punishment during the match, not to mention
Isn't Bracero the name of that Italian fish?
Muhammad Jihad Saad.
Maybe. That's where he got the name.
Yeah.
Double fist to the back of El Bracero.
A nice Bracero.
Working away.
I'll have the
That
goo
sounds
goo.
good.
Up the
Ooh, I
goo
could go
goo
for it.
and the nice Bracero.
A little bit of the gravy.
The red
Like-
one, the red gravy.
Oh,
I
I
love
love the Bracero.
Oh, is that
true? You like the Bracero? Because
I wouldn't be
afraid to eat it right off of you.
Many times.
Oh,
That's true. And we can only hope that he can muster up
Shut your fucking yap. If you're not gonna eat that fucking Bracero, I'm fucking eating it right now. You stupid motherfucker.
all these
well, man. I wouldn't.
I work all day beating up garbage men, so you cannot eat your Bracero.
I'm sorry, Johnny. I just thought the Bracero was a little off tonight.
Listen, you're the mother of my children, and I don't want to talk to you like this in front of them, but you and cut. I don't want to be on this show no more.
How do I get this fucking microphone? Where's the fucking microphone? How do I get this fucking?
He's been up in this match, and here comes the white man after him again. Come on, referee.
Did we learn the name of the guy on the outside?
Yeah, Wrestle Nazi.
Oh, that is.
He's doing a terrorist gimmick, I guess.
You're right, Terry.
You know, I'm kind of putting two and two together because there was the terrorist wrestler who's now a good guy, and there's a terrorist bad guy. Did the terrorist wrestler start hanging out with All-American Chris Carter and renounce his terrorist ways?
I'd like to go back a step and tell me more about this guy who does terrorism for good. No?
He goes door to door. Like
no, they previously showed this guy who was supposed to be at the last time we saw him, he was a terrorist, and now he's hanging out with Chris Carter.
This is a nutty match.
Oh,
though,
you'll
man.
open up your suitcase and find that I folded everything extra nice for you.
Difficult for him to climb those ropes, much less stand. And
how can he see, Terry? There's so much blood in his eyes. How can he see?
Was he bleeding?
Bracero is, yeah.
This is part of the endurance and the stamina, and we're seeing it now.
Yeah, this has been by far the best match we've seen on
Bruiser Bedlam ever.
Bruiser Bedlam, yeah. Go, Bracero.
Going to town.
This is how you win, right? By going off the fuck. That's the only
Oh,
way
he
you can
hurt
win
his
is by
knee.
going off the top rope. No, somebody came and I don't know who that was.
I know, but he
Yeah,
hurt his knee.
that referee didn't see what the. Oh, hello. That's Big Mama. What was his name? Mama Big Jama.
So now this guy's gonna,
No, it was
oh, man.
Chief
Poor
Mama
Bracero.
Muhammad.
Mamba Bajambo.
It was Chief.
Shame. It's a damn shame.
Mama.
This is how the Dick
Jumbo
Bruisers
or
keep us
something.
coming back week after week.
Yeah.
This is how you get the kids.
The last thing I expected when we were gonna watch some Bruiser Bedlam was a good match with Juice.
Yeah. It's fucking awesome. Bracero.
El Bracero's gone berserk.
So the
He's gone
Steiners came,
berserk.
He's taken on 3
the
men.
Steiners came out of this promotion. Who else came out of here?
Well, no, only Scott Steiner.
Oh, really? Rick wasn't there.
Yo, at this
Rick was
point,
still in the kennel at this point.
Yeah, no, I know. At this point, Rick was already not a star yet, but he was in Watts. and
Holy
WWF.
shit. Poor Bracero.
Oh my
They're
goodness.
killing Bracero. We're gonna see Bracero.
Oh,
Hashtag
here they
One
go.
and only.
Bracero.
This is Bracero's one and only wrestling appearance. Look at the security. I think the security are wrestlers too.
Yeah, I'd say.
Look at Chris Carter go crazy. He's saving
Carter.
Chris Carter. Boo, 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 boo.
I hate
10-13. 10-13, baby.
guy who hates alley oop cosplayers. Chris Carter. Those furry pants of the chief are something else.
Look at this. Nice.
Oh.
Chris Carter throwing chairs.
Oh no,
This
I
is-
just heard it. That guy's name is Prince Mama Muhammad.
Right.
Ah,
Do you remember him, James? He had
I do. Yeah.
He had funky music. It was like this an amalgamation of weird gimmicks.
This is fucking awesome.
It was
This
like
came out of
Kamala
nowhere,
and
man.
Junkyard Dog, and yeah.
But he was royalty and funky.
The Duke said Bracero was about to do a 450 splash before he got pushed off the top. First one. We were about to see the very first one.
Outside, got himself involved in things again. Any time you get in the ring with Carter or anybody side manager.
So this guy actually.
Well, I want to thank you for coming by and sitting and joining me here.
You should go back to playing darts.
No, this guy owns the hillbilly bar they're filming this in, and it's the only way. He wanted to be on the show.
All right, now this is done. Let's see if you can last 8 seconds on my mechanical bull over there.
Okay, so this is. Now, you might remember James and Travis when this is before Calypso Jim had his hair cut.
Yeah,
that broke him as a man.
All right.
This is the main event the people have been waiting for.
And he's a heel against All-American Chris Carter.
Wow.
Okay.
Calypso Jim.
Yeah.
Nip slip.
I'm gonna strip this man naked in front of all y'all.
Just try and stop me.
Calypso not worrying about his own jacket. The only thing that he wants is retribution here.
He can't even take off his jacket to beat the shit out of this man.
I've never seen a man not take his jacket off.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't give a shit about that jacket.
Boy, that would be a feather in my cap. No.
Oh, there he goes.
Once again, my cap goes without feathers.
There's those cool tights Calypso Jim had that I liked the last time we saw him.
They are one of a kind for sure.
I mean, on this viewing, it looks like he's naked and has,
tan line.
The Michael Jackson disease on his ass.
What was that? No, I'm kidding.
The second alopecia joke of the night.
He had many diseases. He had lots of diseases.
Not alopecia.
Yeah. He had a lot of problems.
There they are. That's a good shot. Those are good looking tights.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see.
Michael Jackson.
Pedophilia?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. I couldn't think of the name.
With a knee right into the chest, in for the count. We get 2. Calypso Jim kicks out. And I tell you, I don't ever think.
You think his tights look good now? You should see it when you put on the 3D glasses. It changes everything.
Yeah. You just have to. You have to look through them. You don't look at it.
There's
You'll see it. It'll come out
It's
at
a
you.
schooner.
There's a sailboat in there.
You dumb bastard.
This incident happened. These two were the World Tag Team Champions. So that title went right down the tubes.
Oh, his tights do look like my grandparents' couch.
Yeah.
Or curtains.
Okay, peep back for me.
It was a couch for my grandparents, and I don't appreciate that. Travis.
Pardon me.
Gary Carter is sure himself out for a fight tonight.
Well, Terry, Calypso came out on fire, and I hope he
Carter.
burn himself out a little early. He gave it everything he had right from the get-go.
Lackadaisical
We get 2, and that's it.
pin from Chris Carter. I'd like to see Carter turn heel.
Classic fence sitter representing both conservative, Republican, and Democrat with his tights.
Right across that top rope.
I want to see him turn like Hollywood Hogan, Hollywood Chris Carter.
He tears the tights right down the middle and reveals the black tights underneath.
Put the boots to Calypso Jim on the outside. Gary, I know you and the wrestling office are going to keep a close eye on that.
I can't stand to see this guy.
Hello,
Francis Ford Coppola.
Hello, handsome.
We were in the jungle, and slowly we went insane. Who's winning?
Catch Bulldog doing it, but he suspects it. Bulldog gave him a couple of pretty good shots. He did. Carter backs Calypso Jim over that top rope, lays in that heavy forearm.
Yeah, I think this must be later in '86 from the stuff we saw, man. The audience is way more.
It's got to be earlier than what we saw based on Calypso Jim's hair. I mean, we've been watching these completely out of order, but if there's one constant, if there's one North Star, it's Calypso Jim's hair, whether or not it's been cut off or not.
Yes, you're right. It just seems like, look at that sell from Carter there. It's the best we've seen. Hey, I'm flying! Yippee! Oh.
Tuck your head, Stars and Stripes. Holy hell.
Boom. I swallowed my tongue. Chris Carter.
And the Bulldog puts a boot to Calypso Jim.
Oh, I remember this. This guy's the leather daddy, the submissive.
I'm listening.
Right. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
right,
the
like a tight.
No,
Sure.
he's just a
All the
middle-aged
chains.
guy who's in tight jeans, no shirt, wearing a dog collar.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, he's their Randy.
Yes.
Yeah,
Will work for
Totally.
cheeseburgers.
Yeah, he works for cheeseburgers.
My cheeseburger picnic's all fucked up.
No, Carter's got to be a heel at this point.
How could he ever be a heel?
Oh, I guess Carter is a heel. They turned All American. Maybe maybe he's not All American Chris Carter yet. Maybe that's how they turn him baby.
It was 86. It was a confusing
I can't believe
time.
they
We
got
were in the
Phil
midst
Collins.
of Hands Across America. We didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, no, I mean, so many of the working class in this area.
There's Moose. The Moose.
There he
So
is.
many of the working class had lost their jobs in this area, and this guy going rah rah, red, white, and blue, and they were like, "Oh, go fuck yourself! You broke the union."
Get out of here.
Yes,
He's like,
Jimmy Valiant wants
and then
to
Chris
sell
Carter's
union
like, "You'll
classes."
see. I'll go invent the lone gunman."
Yeah. Jimmy Valiant.
I'm gonna
is sell
co-write
you
Millennium.
furniture.
How long ago is this?
Wearing Kiss merch.
This has got to be 70s based on his look.
That's a great jacket, though.
Oh, this is Memphis. This is Memphis because that's Dixie Highway.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Hey, the Beastie Boys. Hilarious.
Yep, U68. That okay. Welcome to California Championship Wrestling. Now, I've talked about it before.
Please don't talk over this song.
Okay.
Waka, 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 waka. Pew. Is that the professor?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
All right. You can go back now. Sorry.
All right.
Just need to rock it.
U68. U68 was this
It just
channel
had to
that
pop.
was this channel that existed in one form or another for a while, but in 86 when the wrestling boom happened, they had wrestling on every night from all over the country, and it was not on, it wasn't on cable. We could get it on antenna, and it had all just great stuff we had never seen before, and this. And it also
Yeah, Toru
was
Tanaka.
an underground,
Tanaka.
but besides wrestling, U68 was an underground music video station that shit that couldn't get played on MTV got played on U68. It was like kind of, that's why we saw the Beastie Boys on it. It was a cool, hip,
How much do you
underground thing
bet
for a while.
How much do you bet that guy has cocaine in his pocket right now?
I wouldn't take that bet.
No. He's got to go set that new record on Donkey
Hold on.
Kong.
Who do you mean? Toru Tanaka? Yeah, Toru Tanaka was a noted cokehead.
Billy Mitchell.
Was he really? Wow.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Hey, we get the commercial. Hey, Steve Allen.
Hey, Steve Allen.
I remember when I
Classy.
thought that wrestling was cool, and then I looked at the Attitude Era. and-
Whatever you say, Frank.
Hey, oh, here we go.
Right now,
It's America's father, Bill Cosby, joining the show.
Oh.
delivered straight to your mailbox at the lowest.
That's a high C. You hear that? I can hit that every time. What about you, asshole?
Give me a C.
Steve,
A
Steve,
bouncy
stick to the script.
Okay.
What a piece this guy was wearing. Look at that
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
I know. It looks like a muskrat died on his head.
Every week, TV guys.
Moonlighting.
Moonlighting. Classy.
Okay.
Newhart.
Newhart. There
Newhart.
we go.
Drama ahead.
Al Michaels.
You'll have the pleasure.
Football.
Hey, hey,
everyone,
oh, hey, there
he'll
we go.
never. Everyone will love him forever.
Television tells us about ourselves.
Oh boy! Oh, I thought that was Odell.
Wow,
Beckham.
that was
It was
Brian
Gumbel.
Gumbel.
Thank God.
With the super rich. How TV's
Who the hell is that?
Oh, when did that happen?
What?
And why
I don't
Somebody
remember
called Chris
that.
Carter.
harassment, not movie fiction.
Since when?
Easy to make.
Glad we fixed that in 86.
Movies on pay TV.
Problem solved.
This special offering. Call now.
When I was like 20, there was like a 2-year period before I met my wife where I looked forward to Mondays because I I go to the deli, I get the stuff I like to make the sandwiches I like, and I get the new TV guide and go through it and look through it to see what cool was on, because I live by myself, and do the fucking crossword puzzle, because it was the easiest crossword puzzle that existed. I could do it in 10 minutes. It was great.
Life was a pretty sweet brew.
It was a sweet brew. It was kind of like the Wonder Years. Often Daniel Stern's voice just came out of nowhere.
Leon Tillis.
You wore out a lot of highlighters on those TV guides.
All right, yeah, whatever.
Oh my God.
Ring the goddamn bell.
Just working off my parole.
This is my night off from Hill Street Blues.
That is not a real camera.
That's Blaster. That's Blaster from the Transformers. Fred Williamson.
Black Belt Jones in the ring.
And now making his way to the ring.
I love that clock above the ring so much.
Look at that guitar brooch. Another wild man. See, here's why they need to specify Polynesia.
That's why they have to specify, because this is Wild Man Jack Armstrong, who was a noted journeyman in wrestling. He'd been around. He's never made it huge, but he was talented. He was a.
You think he needed just a little time, love, and tenderness?
Yeah, I think so.
The bearded Bolton.
Hey, I'll kiss you back. You keep that up.
I guess we have to kiss. They kissed. We have to kiss.
I'd hate it.
All right. Why do you think I took this job?
Kiss me right on the top.
I don't hate that idea, Fred.
I'm trying to figure out that scoreboard. Like, what the heck?
It keeps track of all 10.
It's bingo.
It's have you ever seen that movie? They shoot horses, don't they?
Yeah.
That's
a
the
dance
same
marathon.
Yeah, that's the same thing. Yeah, it's a dance marathon billboard.
Budokan.
How can we be lovers if we can't be friends? How can we? We can work it out.
I don't see him as a Bolton. I get where you're going with this, but
he's more a Howard. He's more a Howard Hessman.
He's got a touch of D. Snyder to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bolton never showed any sort of baldness. Man, I mean, come on.
What are you talking about?
No, absolutely not. No, that was
no
thick, rich hair the entire time. To this day,
I thought he was losing some up top. Oh yeah,
never.
I remember he did his Valentine's special that Scott Aukerman directed. Is really great. I watched that so many times.
That one and the Bash Brothers one I've watched.
No. This is Jack. This is Jack Chris Elliott.
Oh, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Chris, it's that episode of Get a Life where he accidentally got gamma rays.
All right, be right back.
Oh, Chris Elliott on Letterman is one of my I never completely got it and always loved it.
Well, Get a Life. I don't know if you ever saw it. I remember amongst me and my friends, the only ones of us who thought Get a Life was funny was me and my friend Brad. And the rest of us, and the rest of us, because we all watched that was the Simpsons night, because we used to hang out to watch all that shit. And me and Brad would be fucking dying, and everyone else would just be like, "This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen." The one where they build a fucking submarine in the bath.
I've still never seen it. It didn't air anywhere I lived, and it wasn't on long enough.
If you could, I know, if you could ever find a way to watch it, it was so ridiculous and so funny. And his real dad, Bob, played his dad on it. So nice. I mean, yeah.
And Bob Elliott was somebody too, right?
Oh yeah, he was part of half of a legendary comedy team.
Pretty evenly matched here.
So far, yeah. I had no idea.
That was a nice one on the stomach there. Doubled him up pretty good. Yeah.
I think they hailed from Canada, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong.
I'm never 100% sure on that. Because he did Schitt's Creek, I have to assume that there's something Canadian in him, but
Hey, you got any Canadian in you? Or would
You
you
like
some?
I only spent
say please.
I only spent 48 hours in Vancouver. And, I got a little Canadian in me.
At the airport.
Yeah,
that's how we get you.
Hey, look, they took me. They wanted to question me about my luggage. They brought me into the room. I figured there's only one way to get out of this quickly, so I don't miss my
instantly
flight.
Tapping.
Just lean in. Just lean in. That's the secret.
Love is a wonderful thing.
How am I supposed to live without you?
That's illegal, pull hair. I don't do that.
You never pull hair, huh?
No pull hair.
He's tapping.
That seemed like a tap.
That kind of
tapping didn't exist back then.
Interesting. That was invented in '94.
It didn't. I don't think it really got into wrestling until '97-ish.
Yeah, sometime after UFC.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it was when UFC started to get noticed.
When they tried to make the Undertaker a grappler.
No, it was they did it before then. They did it before then. But in the old days, it was just that's what ruined it, because in the old days, guys could tap, pound their hand
for drama.
Like, oh, it hurts so much. And now
I'm sorry, drama for the Americans.
Well, I didn't know what you was talking about there, Brad. I'm glad you corrected that.
I thought you meant it was Dramamine. I thought that boy was lying.
I know what the hell you was thinking.
A perfect Jersey accent from my friend John.
Hey, I'm Jersey and Kentucky, so
I'm fixing to head down to the shore.
Well, if you've ever been to South Jersey, we will run into people from New Jersey with southern accents. It's something else.
I'm a guy from Canada with a Western accent, so I kind of understand.
Yes.
But only people from Canada. Oh no, only people from Canada point it out. They're only like, "Oh, you've got this weird accent." I'm like, no. But
it's kind of related to when, like, you see like the Briscoes, like the late Jay Briscoe and Mark Briscoe, and they're from Delaware, and you listen to them talking, they're chicken farmers. I was like, yeah, Delaware and South Jersey are right across the bay from each other. It's kind of already the beginning of the South.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's so far south it started back again.
Yeah. Nice by Jack Armstrong. This could be it. This could be it. 2, 3. That's it.
Yes, so Jack Armstrong.
My mom told me she used to have all the Wild Man Jack Armstrong books from when she was a kid. Hardy Boys, Nancy Drew, Wild Man Jack Armstrong.
Wild Man Jack Armstrong over
Budokan.
Didn't I see
live? Wasn't Ted Nugent live at me recently?
I want you to want me.
Didn't I see you with Cheap Trick? God, yeah.
When they played on the small of his back, it was awesome. And I still don't know how they got all those Japanese people on the nape of his neck.
Look at the size of Budokan.
Look nothing like Michael Bolton. What the hell's wrong with Travis? We can work it out.
We're coming back right after this.
Well, Austin came in with a plan locked in. First moment I see, I'm pulling out all my Bolton tonight. I got a hunkering.
I've been rating this shit for weeks.
Brad,
Michael Bolton's funny.
Brad, this episode isn't a good example of it, but normally when I'd be watching this wrestling every night, this was so bad. I compared the feeling it gave me. It made me feel car sick. It's like,
Travis, get the phone ready.
It's the telephone auction. These motherfuckers tried to put my father out of business. My father was one of the most successful auctioneers in New Jersey.
Telephone
auction motherfuckers tried to come in on his business.
Gave him a cheap gold watch and said it.
I want to believe that they harassed your dad and called him all the time. Hey, I think you better shut down. You better shut down right now. You better shut down in 4 days. You better shut down in 45 days. You shut down in 5 days.
Well, If they had tried, if they had tried that, my father would have ended up beating their ass while doing that because he literally for 6 years he was the official auctioneer for the state of New Jersey.
Wow.
Which meant that he got to sell that he once a month he would auction off all the used vehicles and shit that was impounded by the cops, including every now and then like a speedboat impounded by the cops that nobody bid against because it was clear that the mobsters who were buying it
back
were
nice.
in the crowd.
Can you lie to me? Can you lie to me and tell me that your dad auctioned off all the parts of Action Park?
No. My father
he could have said yes.
My father did tell John DeLorean to go fuck himself at an auction,
but it was over a parking spot.
No, he approached my dad.
You're parked too close with those go-away doors, Johnny.
Those stupid fucking doors. He's like, listen here, you motherfucker. You're dinging my goddamn Opel. My 1973 Opel got dinged by them stupid fucking doors, motherfucker.
I put 3 coats of wax on my Tempo today, and I'm not interested in your solid steel American automobile.
No, he because my dad was auctioning off a bunch of expensive construction equipment, and he wanted it for whatever reason. And he approached my father beforehand and go, "Hey, maybe we can make a deal." And that seems fair. That's illegal and illegal. That's not how an auction works. And my father just fucking like called him a motherfucker and get the fuck out of my face, you piece of shit. And like I think 3 months later he got busted for.
I was gonna say, well, history proved that your father might have been in the wrong there.
Nice. That's Victor Rivera.
Oh yeah, como va?
Victor Rivera had been a legend in WWF.
And that woman from that match in '58 is refereeing the match.
That's right. She made it.
Yuli's back.
Yep. No,
she's really thickened up.
They didn't think she was going to make it, but she made a miraculous recovery. And
now I'm going to call this right down the middle.
Once she quit the smokes, she really packed on the pounds, huh?
It happens.
Well, I know.
All right, let's go up to the ring and see what's happening here.
All right. Now, let's get this.
Professor Toru is wonderful in commentary.
Victor's in the blue trunks.
All right, let's this match. Let's make it so.
I don't care for the white shorts over the green tights. That makes me uncomfortable for some reason. It kind of looks like an action figure, like the legs are separate. You can pull them out and just leave the crotch like a G.I. Joe in the 80s.
Yeah, but how about those knee pads? How about like the not actual knee pads, but just
the drawn on ones?
Hey, where are your knee pads? I can't afford them.
This color will keep
You're not
me safe.
wrestling without knee pads, pal. He's right next to a bucket of wet paint where a guy's gone on lunch break.
Hey, Brad, that's what I say every time I get pulled over.
This color will keep me safe.
You're looking for episode titles?
That was pretty good.
I'm writing that one down.
All right, Bengali starting to do that was a little choke action.
I will tell you, so far I've got Pray the Terror out.
It's Pray the Terror Away.
Pray the Terror Away. That one. And Milk and Dark, as suggested by the Duke in the chat room. I like that one too.
But see, he's using the ropes, as you well know. That gives you more leverage, right?
As you well know.
Tanaka. Fine choice. Fine choice for a commentator.
Oh, he's great. I thought he was Russian for the first half.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of nice drop kicks tonight.
I don't care. Get out of here. I don't care.
I honestly thought he was going to sit down for a second, just pretend he wasn't in the match.
What? What are you talking about? No, that was I didn't
I've
come
been
to
here
wrestling.
Look, the only people who are allowed to wrestle have knee pads. These are clearly not knee pads, so I'm going to sit here and enjoy a $3 Miller Lite.
Or Johnson Jr. is trying to just keep this going as the referee, but he's not.
He just keeps going 1, 1, 1, 1.
They told me I wouldn't have to learn the rest.
All right.
Champion there, Victor Rivera, and from Mexico, Bengali.
From Mexico. Hey, you know what? You know what? Never forget Bengali, motherfucker.
That's right. Worst kind of tiger.
Especially the Mexican Bengali.
Yeah.
That was rough.
Goddamn Hillary bitch fucking up Bengali.
But now he's fighting him. You know what they say, paybacks are hell.
Different Hillary and Bengali's right outside of Tijuana.
Uh-huh.
Still, it was a shit show.
That was the name of the tiger. It's the name of the tiger.
Kind of felt bad for the tiger.
It was the name of the donkey.
Oh.
Yes, I have a degree in not only in university but also in.
Oh wow.
Oh, professor.
I know you're a black belt.
A black belt in what? I know you own a black belt.
I am a professor of black belt.
Bengali.
He is a professor.
I know how
Black belt in commentating.
Undefeated.
I wonder where he teaches, Professor George.
Do you think those wristbands get him free sodas?
Oh,
at least
Rivera. 1, 2, 3. Got him.
One.
Yuli said.
This has been better wrestling than usual from here.
It is
well,
bonkers. I'm like, all right, let's go back to getting like the worst 2 fucking promotions that we've ever watched. And both of them have been like,
It's magical because it's my birthday. Every time I've been on this show, we discovered Black Cats. We discovered Moose Cholak.
Mm-hmm.
We discovered Chris Carter. I think I'm good luck, is what I'm trying to say.
I think you're right.
For bad wrestling.
I fully expect an anvil to land on your head right now on the screen.
Boing!
Let's go back and run the slow-mo. Look at this. That's amazing.
They got slow-mo, not those other motherfuckers.
1, 1, 1.
You got 1, 1, 1. Oh, when the Beatles had
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Carter.
Okay. I'm almost convinced, and maybe not because there were so many, but given the time frame, we might have had this. No, that was the 70s. I don't know. This is 86. Yeah. We had basically the same thing.
Since the documentary about him came out, I just have to ask, since when was Little Richard gay?
Always. Everyone knew it. I mean, it was always one of those things that everyone just sort of knew and just ignored.
It seemed like, and I'm looking at this in retrospect, but it seemed like people were more comfortable with Little Richard being gay than Liberace or Elton John. There were still people kind of lying about them for a while.
Oh, Liberace was also okay with it, but he never said anything. He never came out for a long time, but everyone knew. He was just like Liberace. Liberace, my great grandmother's favorite performer of all time. And one time when I was like 13 or 12 or whatever, I'm over there. She's watching Liberace, and I started going, "Hey, you know about?" And she said, I swear to God, she goes, "Liberace is so sad. He never found the right woman." And I go, "Hey, Grandma," and my great uncle Vince grabbed me by the scruff of my neck, dragged me out of the room. He's like, "Don't you break her heart. Don't you break her heart." It was right before he died.
One of my favorite impressions, and I don't know who did it, but they were it was a big drag queen on Drag Race, and they were doing Little Richard. And
it was I'll tell you in a second. Yeah, I know exactly.
Shut up.
Yeah. What is? God, she's season 7. Oh, this is gonna bug me.
Latrice? Was it?
No,
Latrice
it's not.
Royale?
Latrice is way bigger. No, she's. I have to look it up. It's gonna bug me. She was on All Stars 3 as well.
So what's that documentary on? Because I want to watch it.
It's on CNN, but it's
Okay.
I think it's on Prime now.
Okay, well, good. Then I'm gonna let my
It's really good.
Well, I'm gonna let my dad know because my father's favorite performer of his youth, because he was a teenager in the 50s. His favorite is Little Richard. Completely. He was a drag racing juvenile delinquent in the sticks of Kentucky, blaring Little Richard. That his absolute favorite guy.
Kennedy Davenport.
Kennedy Davenport. Yes, of course.
Ooh.
Shut up.
He's coming out to the music.
Obviously, Carlos is
He's got.
Oh no. Tattoo.
They all got the
tattoo.
luchador, yeah.
Hey boss, I get to live my fantasy now.
I know. I told you I was gonna.
I'm ready, boss.
I'm ready to get in the square circle, boss.
Where's the cocaine? I'm ready, boss.
I can't wait to put my head.
The dressing room is one of the Samoans. We'll try to talk to them later on in the show.
Oh, yes.
I've told myself that lie about jeans before of, oh, these still fit. That's exactly what he had with those mustard parts of the way in. No, I think I was about this size last match.
My fantasy is that these stay
That
on.
was 8 years ago.
Ooh. Yeah, but you know, I walk a lot.
Who's Mr. Ice Cream?
Mr. Softy.
Mr. Softy. The Dickie D man.
I make clean break all the time too.
If this guy didn't have leggings and just just the tights, it'd be My Old Man in 1974, but just with a mask, like getting up in the morning.
Just with no pants on, just totally bottomless.
Haynes his way. The Winnie the Pooh. Your dad rocked the Winnie the Pooh.
Undershirt and baggy briefs and his mask.
My mother insisted.
She was a big fan of one nut. Not the other one, just one nut.
Keep it a secret. It keeps the marriage spicy.
It didn't make any sense. My dad had a bushy beard. It stuck out of the mask.
Thank God.
Nobody was fooled.
I have one question. Did the carpets match the drapes?
Yes, his dick also had a mustache.
Nice. Answer to my question.
Haynes his way.
Oh, you get the Haynes. You do not get the bacon neck.
Carlos Mata is the guy in the mustard tights.
I like him. He looks like he has like a luchador's body, like that big upper body and like little legs.
Yeah, he is an Ultra Libre.
The inspiration. It is Jack Black.
He's got a construction worker's body. What the fuck are you talking about?
Amazing. You're in tremendous shape. I see that. I'm sitting next to you. You're lucky you can get in the chair, man. This man's a bull.
I see that.
Oh, remember I mentioned the car sickness thing? I feel it coming back.
Kicking in
right now. Yeah.
Is it the color combinations? Do you not like mayonnaise and mustard on the same plate?
You know what? I'm not a mustardman.
Oh wow. Do you like sauerkraut?
Not really. Not really. But in my old age now, at age 53, I have recently tried with putting a little bit of sauerkraut on, just a little bit, and I kind of like it, but I don't like it just covered in sauerkraut.
I'm the same deal. Couldn't stand it as a kid. Love it now. I make it drip. I like.
But overall, I'm a bun meat man. Buns and meat. That's all I'm about.
Yeah, you are.
Mm-hmm.
But not chocolate ice cream.
I just can't get enough buns and meat. I don't need any mustard or ketchup or relish.
This is Kathy. We've been together for years. Separate rooms.
Well, apparently on Wikipedia it says that he was married and had 6 children, so he's all in on not being gay.
They'd let anybody adopt back then.
Adopted him through the church.
We like the same things. That's enough.
Oh, mayonnaise starting to take the lead here. Oh, mustard's not done.
Now I've got going mustard all the way on.
Okay, now if someone runs in,
mustard sits way back.
If someone runs in all red, that is a hamburger I will eat.
Yeah,
that mixture is fantastic.
But the mustard guy came in all green, didn't he?
There's a Russian wrestler dressed as Russian dressing and making a Big Mac in there.
I think he's relish pretending to be mustard.
I'm
I don't
very
mean to
curious.
make it difficult. But
Is Russian dressing the same thing as Thousand Island dressing? Because I always
No.
think
No,
of Mac.
Russian is like red.
Okay, because I think of Mac sauce as Thousand Island.
Thousand Island, yeah.
Russian Island. No, Russian Island is Russian isn't red.
Tell me more about this Russian Island.
Russian dressing is red, 100%.
Yes.
Okay. I don't
So
know.
it's more orangey here, I guess, because I like it on my Reubens.
Russian dressing is like crazy red. French dressing.
Is orange. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Thousand Islands is super pink with chunks.
Yeah. It's got like relish in it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you use. I was meant to give you this as a dad tip, Travis. For years, I would take V to the old spaghetti factory, and had her coached of like, remember, you want a salad with Thousand Island dressing, because she was never going to eat it. And where else in the world can you get Thousand Island dressing? She'd be coloring away, and I'd be crushing my 2 apps.
Yeah, nice.
When I was
thrown.
When I was a teenager or even kid, the only way you could get me to eat salad was blue cheese dressing.
Oh God!
And then like at some point in my mid-20s, I went and switched to oil.
Oh, there we go. That's got to be it.
Yeah.
Did you just not like kissing girls?
There we go.
What was that?
When I was a kid at family big dinners,
Mustard takes it.
We would have appetizers and stuff like that. My granddad would take a little bit of blue cheese, and then he would put it up my nose.
Gross.
Nice.
Yeah.
No,
So-
I'm not shitting on blue cheese. I mean,
Oh, no,
buffalo
me
wings.
neither.
Buffalo wings. The only acceptable thing to dip buffalo wings in is blue cheese. These ranch motherfuckers need to just get the fuck out of this country.
I will never.
That
get
is my favorite Joey TS line. Blue cheese will fuck your mother.
Mustard.
Yeah. It's the dominant condiment.
Usually a grainy Dijon would take down the Mayo Man, but not today.
Ooh, an aristocrat.
One of the whitest things about me is how much I love mayonnaise. I'm a big mayonnaise fan.
It's a little too spicy for you sometimes.
Yeah. This is the most
Maximum Overdrive?
Yeah.
Stephen King is on the most cocaine in the world right now.
Right there. Right now.
He's on-
Right there.
and
That was
that's-
Yeardley
in
Smith.
That moment.
Yep.
That was Yeardley Smith.
This movie's so good.
I don't know about that.
It's not.
Hope y'all
good.
like
It's
the
not
Green
good.
Goblin.
Oh,
Did Marvel get any money for that? I can't think.
they did not. No, they didn't. They didn't get a cent. Or the people who invented
Hello,
Green
ladies.
That is so far back.
Club in
Help!
Brooklyn.
All right, I'm on the phone.
Just playing by herself?
I know it's the end of summer, but come on.
Why
Get a
are
good-
all these
What about a
people?
good
lift-
guy discount?
Why are all these people lifting weights?
But think about it, with inflation, that's still more expensive than you would pay for a gym membership right now. $1.50 a day, that's like $45 a month. Like, I guess some of the gyms are like city ones you can get in. I don't know. I sound old.
We give credit to anyone who walks the door and cars are moving. Yes, sir. No
Oh
problem.
no! Don't take credit from that.
Yeah,
guy.
that looks like
Whatever you
We
do.
have these real
We have
people.
pictures of cars.
These are real people buying cars.
Excellent service
Joe-
department. No problem.
These are
Joey our
actual
mechanic. Joey our mechanic is also a muralist.
Major credit cards accepted.
cars are moving. Inc.
No problem.
Do yours, sir. Action.
Speaking of
Action Park, Action Park.
There you go, baby. It's
Traction Park, they call it.
I never
Class
went to Action Park.
Park.
Action Park was in North Jersey, which might as well have been fucking Oz for us. But I remember these commercials.
Mountain water.
I have watched so many. I love it so much. It's such a terrible idea.
There's nothing in the world like
Just
Look at that. Those are just teeth
all
getting
four of
knocked
those
out.
all four of those children died
Instantly.
instantly.
There was water snakes in
Ooh,
the area.
geez, that was bad. That was a bad landing. Did we get that though? Did we get it?
It would be disrespectful to not use that take.
They would have wanted it.
Apache Pistol Pete.
APP. Good old app.
Apache Pistol Pete.
Travis, I turned 50 in a year and a half, and if I don't get that lapel pin, I'm gonna feel like you don't listen when I talk.
It's
good.
Chief J. Strongbow Jr.
84 is when they made it racist.
They call him Strong Boo.
Your tomahawk, sir.
This way, Mr. Strong.
Okay. He's got a disco song that where I'm hearing the word Kimasabe.
Yeah, it's the song that the song from Fresh Prince.
Here comes Sabi, Kimasabi.
I think
It's a great track.
Jump on it.
We got Squeezebox 78 in the chat. I think that finds.
Might be.
Yeah.
Why? What did he say? Oh no, might be a friend of mine.
He said, I just launched 1 million of that wrestler into a Kleenex. I'm trying to think of which wrestler.
No, I think that's the fine folks at Two Makers Crew. Check them out on Etsy. They do great charcuterie boards. I'll grab one of them right now.
Where'd he patent it? I don't think he patented one.
Who's Baby Chief wrestling?
Chief J. Strongbow Jr.
Yeah, Baby Chief. Yeah. Who's he wrestling? Who's the guy in red?
I missed it. I'm sure Professor Toru Tanaka will tell us. Oh, check out the red get up here on the Chief.
Right, everybody in the crowd is
Roman nose.
For real though. Check that out.
Oh wow. Very nice.
Cool. You get the right.
You got your blur, the blur.
There
you go.
Shirt.
There you go.
Go on their site though. They do a bunch of them. They did a custom one for Kyle Fines. I'll send you a picture of it, Travis. It'll blow your mind. I don't want to blow up their spot. It may have broken copyright.
Smacker.
I guess they're going without the bell being rung. Little gouging of the eyes there, blatant gouging of the eyes.
Blatant.
Yeah, gouging of the eyes.
Yeah, I prefer a subtle gouge myself.
Yeah.
Make them wonder what happened.
Yeah. And then we'll go from there.
Down there real quick. And Pete went right into the turnbuckle.
I never gouge on the first date though.
Really?
No. You know, I'm a little older than you, and one thing I figured out is that things were a little bit more permissive in the 80s as a teenager than the 90s.
Do you guys find it awkward to gouge with consent? Like,
absolutely not.
No, of course not.
No gouging with
no, you
consent.
should.
I don't even joke around.
You should ask. Yeah, you should ask.
Oh, you always ask, man. But I mean, I've had it be asked too. You know.
Oh, sure.
All right, Travis, I just sent it to you.
The Chief.
Baby Chief.
Oh, awesome. That's so cool.
Right?
Yeah.
Pistol Pete Sanchez here needs to work on his getup.
Oh, that's who that is. Right.
Like, I'm the king of wearing camouflage pants or shorts with something that doesn't match on top. But I can make it a Hawaiian shirt or a tie-dye and that work. And you know, Mr. Pete's just not. He's not pulling it off.
I think that's a bold claim, Johnny. I've been a lot of places in the world, and I've seen that look represented. To declare yourself the king of those people, that is.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, you gotta say
I
if
love my
somebody
people.
doesn't. If somebody
Sometimes
doesn't
sometimes I put the Hawaiian shirt on the tie dye, but that's kind of like flying too close to the sun.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of making people car sick,
that's a flag of that's a flag of many colors for sure.
Ayo.
Sensible brown shoes, though, you know, because you don't want to go over the top.
No.
Trapezoid, Zoid muscle.
For the trapezoid muscle.
Remember, I'm a professor.
Austin University, or the University of Austin, whatever that was.
Hey, you. Ooh, that was gross.
It's got to be it.
Wow.
Finish him.
Little tiny
Looks
strong.
like he was trying to kick out. This guy doesn't like him. Look like there's some legit. These guys don't like each other.
Are those boots that are painted like moccasins, or are those actual moccasins? Because he seemed to slip on the ring like he had absolutely no support.
Yeah.
Of course they're moccasins. He's a proud Native American.
He's a traditionalist. I get it.
Are you suggesting I'm not who I say I am?
I don't even think he's Italian, and I find that's what I find insulting.
Yeah, that's the worst. You're right.
As an Italian, as someone who's Italian,
Can't believe we got another 17 minutes of this.
we have a long tradition of playing Native Americans in wrestling. This motherfucker, who the fuck does he think he is? I like the music, though.
This song has a lot about it.
You missed entirely.
Where is this in the
Did they not afford balls for this commercial? Okay, we found one.
Here.
That was intimate.
Do this.
I bet you those hot dogs were dope. This is in Brooklyn. Really? That's wild.
Sun and Stars at Gateway Sports Center in the beautiful Gateway National Recreation Area in Brooklyn.
My slice.
There's a wastewater treatment plant right down the road from that.
Ooh, Lancers.
It's cheap, but boy, does it smell.
Look at that. Dead body.
I had one
there.
of I had one of these Lancers, and it got scratched up all to hell by some jerk in a DeLorean.
Drive one at your Dodge dealer. Lancers now with 5 financing or up to $1,500.
Oh, that's really good.
You're back bugging you, Trav?
My pillow fell down.
Oh.
A straight ladder to change a
What? Why would you use a ladder?
Oh,
like
Christ! Sweet.
This guy's a fucking idiot.
A lot of people hurt themselves in that audition who did not book that gig.
Yeah.
For my friggin' fingers.
Or a workbench. Or a pair of sawhorses. You can even
I have a ladder quite similar to this. The
big snip.
But it doesn't do all of this. It doesn't do all of that.
I am not sawing the table.
I was sawing the table in here.
You're always shaking your eyes.
Shaking your eyes
that's a
here.
sexy
Shaking
ladder.
your eyes there. Shake it, shake it, shake it.
Why don't you go join some chicken rock and roll band? That's what they'll say.
$37 each, and we
Just when they're sawing, when he starts sawing through the chair and he reaches the cat's like, ah! The cat makes a screaming noise.
I haven't seen it in years.
Oh,
It's so funny. So
Tony Rocco. Hey, Tony Rocco.
I watch it way more than I should.
If I went to school with him, I would make fun of him by calling him Roni Taco a lot.
In the ring at the present time,
And it would be his fault.
New Mexico, weighing 250 pounds.
So I'm sorry you can't take a joke.
Oh, the great Goliath. This guy in his youth was a legendary Mexican wrestler.
This guy reffed like 2 matches ago.
Yep. And was in that wrestling match as the Yuli Brenner.
Yeah.
1958.
Yeah. He's been the star of the show so far.
Yeah.
Who we got
MVP.
here? Bob Newhart? Oh, that's Tony Rocco.
Roni.
You know what?
Roni.
You know what? I'm going to tell you this. I'm a Rocco man. I like this guy. I like his look. Good looking fella.
This guy has never found a Brill cream he didn't love.
Give me the Bockwinkel.
The stains he leaves on
He tells his barber. Yes.
Just let your soul glow.
Roni Taco. He likes to smell his feet.
Hey. birthday boys riffing.
Tony Rocca.
I love it.
I'm only mad, James, because I did have a rice-a-roni taco one queued up.
Squeezebox says Roni Taco is a San Diego treat.
Oh, there you go.
It's Bakersfield. That's Bakersfield tacos right there.
Well, the two of them can get together and create a chain of both Mexican and Italian food. Tony Rocco's and Roni Tacos.
Oh,
kind of like how you could. It's kind of
set
like
it up across the street at a Spite restaurant. Yo, I set up a Spite restaurant.
Guys,
Tony Rocco's.
Johnny can't hear me when I put my hand like this. Guys, he doesn't know they're the same person.
He's got a split personality.
Wasn't it like a? That's not.
I don't know what happened, Tony. You just left, and Roni came in again.
No,
I missed that son of a bitch.
No, he's got a big fake Mexican mustache.
You're telling me I missed that son of a bitch Roni Taco again?
That pokeroo son of a gun.
It's a good thing it's a good thing we make money hand over fist. Who doesn't want Italian and Mexican in the same place?
I mean, I know that there are strict laws in this city where one man cannot own two restaurants.
Can we go back?
I wouldn't dream.
Roni, I know I'm just the assistant manager, but where's your mustache?
Imagine it takes off and becomes a chain that's everywhere like McDonald's, and he has to keep this up.
What do you mean they're the same person? Tony Rocco has a thick handlebar mustache, and Roni Taco has a monobrow.
One of us makes Italian cuisine, the other one street tacos.
The fact that
completely different.
Have you ever look in the States? You go to a Kentucky Fried Chicken, you can also get Taco Bell, you know, or Pizza Hut. You know, it's kind of the same. Ain't that right? Hey, hold on. I believe my partner has something to add here, but I have to take this call.
Goes back. He's so out of breath.
I'm
so
out of breath.
Yeah, you have a question for me?
Yes, all right. That's right, senor.
Yeah, so bad. Yes.
The most delicious taco.
Well, I can't argue with you guys. The two of you have put together quite a presentation.
We look forward to watching it play out for years.
Hey, no
You
lie.
want to see the PowerPoint again?
No lie. If there was a chain that specialized in both Mexican and Italian food, that'd be the only place I'd eat. I'm pretty sure, because that pretty much sums up what I like.
You'll love our
the
spaghetti burrito.
The closest you've got is Jack in the Box.
Yeah, they really merged the cultures of
You know, if you're talking about authentic, I mean.
I didn't realize it, but Goliath has a little tattoo there on his shoulder blade.
It's sexy.
Camera can pick that up. I think he's got his ear there. Goliath he's got his ear.
What's that?
Tony Rocco, you'll always smell our meat.
Goliath against Tony Rocca.
Hey, I'm Tony
It's
Rocco.
Rocca, not Rocco.
What's that
It's Rocca.
smell?
Yeah. That's
What's
Mo
that
Rocco.
smell? You can see it from. You can smell it from here.
My fucking restaurant. That's what it is. Come on, get over here.
You
Sit
guys-
your ass down.
You guys can make fun of him all you want. With the amount of pomade this guy wears, he has been in nothing but headlocks this entire match. Wop still looks perfect.
I know. I'm not. Hey, I wasn't shitting on the Brill cream.
And those are some serious boots.
Yeah, they look good.
If anything, Tony's hair looks great.
When you're the king of Italian and Mexican cuisine in Indianapolis,
Two separate people.
You can
Two
afford
separate
Brill
people.
cream.
I don't know. He is only king of one.
One.
He is.
Okay.
He is
He's
in a
co-king.
partnership
Co-king.
with another person in a
yes,
restaurant that represents both.
I'm sorry. You can
I saw
afford the best
posters
grilled
at
cream
the
and boots.
airport.
Just a second. His partner's coming in the room now. I believe you have to leave.
That was a low kick by Goliath.
What low kick? I don't see no low kick.
Come on, I'm still at it.
I know, see. Jesus Christ.
Okay, do you think that the tights that he's wearing looked more black in the shop and just show purple on camera? Oh no, it's a stripe. Okay, look reflective from a distance.
Well, you got to be safe. You know, walking home at night in those tights.
Oh, you never know. Things look different under spotlights.
Ooh.
Big drop for Rocco.
His tights are actually pharmaceutical. That's how he tells he has high blood sugar.
Oh, like the Coors can that told you when it was cold.
Yeah.
Hell of a match.
I gotta
Your
go to the
sugar
hospital.
stayed even the whole time.
Okay,
great job, bud.
Can we wrap this up? I gotta go to the hospital.
Could somebody grab me a candy?
This is a mauve I've never seen before.
The funniest thing about those Coors cans is at that time I drank Coors a lot. They never actually worked. It never actually worked.
I've seen them get caught. We had them that worked. Maybe you
Really?
maybe it's designed for a Canadian cold, not your plus US cold.
Yeah. Here in Colorado, we're brewing the Coors cans for you.
We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work, gentlemen.
Yeah, not because we know you don't like the beer, but you do dig the technology of cans.
Look at that!
I'm just a fan of science.
Their mountains is blue.
I don't even want to pick it up and drink it. That mountain's so pretty.
I Coors Light, well, tastes like fucking piss, but I don't drink it. I buy it just for the cans.
It's a magic experience.
Wait. No. You gotta get it cold.
You buy 100 of them, put them in a big giant industrial freezer, and you can do art as it turns blue.
It's a genius marketing technique, though. Like, there's nothing that removes flavor quicker than a cold temperature. So, like, the best way to drink our product, get it as cold as possible. Like, barely even notice it's on your tongue.
Hey, you know what? But I appreciate that because they're not lying.
Whoa!
Oh no!
California wrestling goes in.
Yeah, great Goliath.
Oh look! No, James was right. The line is going down on his pants.
That's right.
You're down a quart. We gotta get you. We gotta go home.
Look at them.
The referees.
Referees covered in
Dick
blood.
Van Patten.
8 was enough that night.
Me and Pete Schermacher watched a lot of Houston wrestling, and Great Goliath was on a lot of that.
Really?
Like the early 80s and the 70s. He was a big star.
And who were the big stars in Houston back then?
Oh, well, they were like Mexican, the Mexican stars. They were at the top of the cover. You guys like Wahoo McDaniel, Ernie Ladd.
Okay.
The Harley Race. But there was like...
No, I don't believe Harley Race is Mexican.
Oh my God, the ref getting his ass kicked tonight.
I was told that I was an honorary Mexican once by Mil Mascaris. Don't you tell me, you motherfucker. I get to throw, hey, every now and then I like to throw out my Harley because it's one of the impressions I can still do.
I love the Bill Mascaris on it too, bro. I loved it all around, Johnny. You can stay.
Gee, thanks, mister.
You're welcome at our Thanksgiving any day.
Yeah.
Oh man, he's really trying to.
Whoa!
Well,
is this his tryout?
How the fuck did I plan? How the fuck did I do?
No, I'm telling you, I can bump.
You did well, Johnny.
Okay, look, but here's the craziest thing. Like me and Travis both were like, what do you want to do? And we both went Bruiser Bedlam at the same time. And then I was like, I'm gonna book this up. This is gonna be fun. I'm gonna pick the 2 worst promotions that we do. It'll be fucking hilarious.
Both of them come through.
The 2 best shows they've ever done.
A+ matches. I inspired
There's no moose. There's no moose, but still.
I mean, Yeah,
He's taking it.
You can't have it all. Oh,
I hate my job so much. He's not even hurt anymore. He's just crying. Why do they keep pushing me?
Just tell me when you're down and I'll come over.
the more Goliath
Man, look at that.
The more
They're both
Goliath
bleeding.
bleeds, the more Goliath bleeds, the more the red will turn to white on his fucking legs.
Yeah,
right.
that's what we were saying.
But the more Hawaiian punch he gets at the end of the night.
What's weird is when the stripe up the ref's pants start going red. It's a whole plot thing.
Oh, you don't want to be around that guy.
Oh no. They were brothers the whole time.
It's an explosive twist.
He'll turn into another Goliath.
Don't miss next week on California Wrestling. Here's the Beastie Boys. We play videos no one else can show. Here's Cherry Pie by Warren 12 times.
Dude, this was like a lot of punk, a lot of underground hip hop.
Really?
Oh yeah, U68 was artists who couldn't get on MTV.
I'm curious how the channel was making money because who's
It
buying
didn't.
ads?
It didn't because it was also home shopping.
Are they gonna go too? We liked it so much. We're gonna go too.
These guys.
We're gonna go too. Oh. This time it's serious.
Right over our desk here. Unbelievable action.
Like you also had a Crockett, like we opened this show with, World Class out of Texas. Bill Watts, Mid-South on Saturday nights. All this amazing wrestling in California, which normally was terrible. This one is the exception.
Yeah.
So good.
Goliath is going back in the ring. Tony Rocca is going back in the ring.
So how old would you have been when you were watching this stuff?
16.
Okay.
16.
That math checks out.
Box says that match was mid AIDS scare. Afterwards, Princess Diana came out and shook their hands.
And then check the ring for landmines.
Yeah.
Reuben Kincaid from the Partridge Family can barely hold this together.
Whoa, deep cut from Johnny.
Nice.
Hey, look, if I can't get it in one reference from like the 1970s.
From the golden age of television.
One time in junior high.
Edge Matt says, go on, get happy.
In junior high, I went as Reuben Kincaid for Halloween.
Did you really?
That's hilarious.
I bet you had to explain. I bet you had to explain it 87 times.
I did every time. Every time.
So who was he on the Brady Bunch?
He was the guy who did this with his chin. He just sat there with and he listened to them play
through the frisbee at Marcia. I
get
it.
With the sidemen.
That ref
and then
is
Mr.
so funny.
So who was Reuben?
Back to this hot track. We are California and we like to wrestle. We will take you down and we'll never settle.
I was curious where that was going.
All right, remember me?
Oh, more Steve Allen.
I'm back.
No,
All right.
it's a tease.
I'm Steve Allen, and
Can I make a difference?
Oh,
I'm not a career
He's running for mayor. Listen.
Making empty promises.
Please tell me he has like 12, 14-year-old girls run out and high five him.
No, that's his election staff. It's nothing but 14-year-old girls.
Yeah.
Remember me.
And a black choir for some reason.
Yeah, he's a real choice, all right. Jerry Lawler for mayor.
That was the slogan they approved.
Yep.
For some
a
people.
choice.
For some people.
Jerry Lawler.
This is
You will
from
be
that
an
old,
option
that
on your
old
ballot.
channel.
Okay, no, this is from the Houston footage I was mentioning.
that you were
before
talking about.
That was Paul Bosch's Houston Wrestling.
Okay,
and I figured why not have Paul Bosch, who owned it, who at this point in 1973 was an old man, fight Gary Hart, the manager and sort of wrestler, who 2 years from here, this point, will be in a horrific airplane crash. And so there's not a lot of footage of him.
He doesn't get to
wrestling.
wrestle. Yeah.
And boy, you'd think that the crash had already happened. Get ready, boys.
I remember you talking about Gary Hart's
two fathers
prior crash. Yeah.
This is two fathers fighting a grandfather and a father fighting outside of a barbecue.
Back when I used
and
to
it's a
still
Chicago death match.
Perfect. Back when I still used to listen to Stone Cold's podcast, for like a year and a half, he would always talk up how good Gary Hart's book on wrestling was. He said
I got good because it was hard to find.
You have a copy.
There's a PDF that floats around the internet.
Nice.
That I got a hold of. That's not the actual book, but it's more or less everything. That it's fantastic.
Could you print that out in book form and send me that?
I don't think I have it anymore. I don't think I have it anymore.
But can you put a picture of Gary Hart, the defamed 80s politician, on the front? Just as a cheeky joke between you and me.
Hey, Brad, I'm always up for some monkey business. Come on, you know me.
Hijinks, chicanery. That's what we do.
Just put a picture of the boat on.
Mike Mazurki, that motherfucker.
Mike Mazurki.
Mazurki. You're full of Mazurki.
All my money's on Abe Vigoda in this one.
The next person who says Mazurki, I'm gonna shoot.
What's that?
Tessia.
Say again.
Tessio.
Tessio versus the man they call Ravine.
Kind of looks like Frank Gorshin too.
Oh, he does.
Friend of the show.
Hey, you want to see my Riddler? Man of 1,000 voices.
The fuck, man?
Hey. Ow! Some bitch.
I don't know Barney Miller.
I was reading about the guy who played the other detective on Barney Miller.
Wojciech?
No, the Asian dude.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
How he died like in the middle of the season, and they were like, "Oh fuck," because they only filmed like 3 episodes in, and when that dude died, he like died of a heart attack, but he like filmed all the way through. They were like, "What are we gonna do?" And then they had this episode where he didn't show up for work, and they were like, "Maybe he moved to Hawaii." He said he loved Hawaii, and I was like, "Oh, that's sad." That guy.
They didn't just kill him?
No. He just moved to Hawaii.
Crazy.
Because I could not name like more than 1 or 2 characters on Barney Miller. I remember liking the vibe of it, but I don't remember it at all. But it kind of felt like one of those ones where you could have a bit of a serious moment.
Yeah, well, they
like
had
sort of mashy.
Yeah, for sure. Well, this is pretty rough.
Hey, come on, man. Tranquilo.
You really put the Calgary on the Quee.
Quilo.
Keep it tranquilo. Go, Kipasov.
Getting his number retired this year.
Of course he does.
You grew up in Snowbird?
I didn't grow. I was a military brat. I moved around a bunch, but we had 2 postings. So I was in Edmonton or around Edmonton for 3 of the cups.
Oh, well. Welcome. Brother.
Yeah.
Dynasty.
But I also went back for the first time just before the pandemic, thinking like, oh, I'm coming home. I'll understand. Without GPS, I was like, I do not recognize. I felt like, okay, I don't recognize the city anymore, but it's developed a ton. At least I'll recognize the mall.
Sure.
No. Even West Ed has changed functionally so much since then.
It's like that movie Vivarium, where it's just like circles and circles and circles.
I haven't seen it, but I don't want to look dumb, so I'll say yes.
Yeah.
Yay. I remember. So it's good there's no commentary there, hey Johnny?
Yeah, because normally Paul Bosch would be doing commentary.
Right.
Oh, and they couldn't hook him up with a lav mic? Well, so he could commentate while he's doing
but
it.
now because
really sickening to Ravine here.
But it's a in this Chicago street fight, it's a basically
you gotta say I quit.
I quit, yeah.
And you have to do it in a Chicago accent.
You have to talk like Dennis.
Well, you know, and that
Come
gives
on,
Gary,
Mark.
and that gives Gary Hart an advantage because that's Gary Hart has that Chicago accent. Paul Bosch, not so much.
Oh no.
Gary Hart's teeth are terrifying.
It was pretty scary.
Those are mostly nicotine. The
Gary
only
Hart-
thing keeping his teeth in his mouth is nicotine.
Gary Hart grew
Fuck him up, fish.
Gary Hart grew up in Chicago, adjacent with mobsters. His childhood and early career.
Cote de mobsters.
Like he never was one, but he hung out with them growing up.
Oh yeah,
he got into
I never
wrestling.
acted on it.
No.
Yeah.
I had mobster tendencies. It was described as.
I look at those. I always wanted to be a good fella, but I never acted.
When I was a kid, I always knew what I wanted.
Yes, I quit. Yes, I quit. Please stop. Please stop.
My sciatic.
I don't like this at all.
Hey, that's a World War II hero you're making fun of there.
Oh, was he the one that won the war for us?
He did. Paul Bosch.
No.
Paul Bosch killed Hitler. I don't, the rest.
I was unaware of this.
Paul Bosch, Jewish, and killed Hitler. He was part, it was
ironic.
He was the inspiration for Inglorious Bastards.
He retired in the Eagle's Nest. He stole the deed in 1943 and retired in the Eagle's Nest.
And I'm going to use all of this.
Where could he possibly? Yeah, he got confused. He reached around and realized there's nothing you could do from there.
Yeah.
How's about you come towards me and then I'll pretend I'm
let me get that. Give me that microphone. I think he's got it. By God, he.
Mystery Titans Theater is brought to you by Milk and.
I cannot be prouder of this show. The fact that we all did that at the
Hey
same
guys,
time.
can we pay attention? Ravine's jerking off fish pretty hard right now.
Humpa.
This ref is a mess. Mike Magursky is definitely drunk on the job.
Had a rough day.
So was Gary Hart doing a Rumpelstiltskin gimmick at the time? Was this if he says three times the match is over?
I think he was wrestling a little bit, but had already transitioned into being a manager who wrestled sometime.
Do you guys remember that Super Nintendo game Karnov?
Yes, of course. Yeah, the Russian.
Like
yeah. Dude, it's sad they completely cut Paul Bosch out of Oppenheimer.
Oh.
He rode the bomb down like Slim Pickens.
Take a nap. Yes. Take a nap.
Now, you guys.
Say good night, old man. Say good night, Grandpa.
You guys, okay.
Go to sleep.
Is he gonna do the Hogan arm? Please tell me he Hogan's out.
Okay, hold on. I'm sure some of you guys have heard of the legendary DVD-VR sleaze thread.
Yeah.
Okay, and then, but what made it even greater is when people just started making up their own shit. And one was about a story. He's like, legendary Jewish wrestler and promoter Paul Bosch. It was revealed by some of the boys who walked in on him in the shower that he actually wasn't Jewish.
He's got to say uncle. He hasn't given up yet.
I think Paul Bosch is dying. I've seen it on YouTube. On YouTube, I've seen a guy have a heart attack, and
I don't mean to speak ill of the dying, but he's wearing white socks with black boots. Like nobody could talk.
I love you, Paul. Paul, I love you so much,
buddy.
Hey, what's wrong with
lemon party?
Trying to bring. Don't die on me, man.
Breathe.
You son of a
bitch. You son of a bitch.
I fucking love you.
Oh,
Oh, he's
that's
down
his
in the
bad
leg.
knee.
Oh, that's pretty good.
He quit.
That's pretty
He
good.
quit.
That's it.
That's a good bit.
And now
That's a good
Uncle.
bit. You choked him out with a
and he
single
made him say
shin.
uncle. He made him say uncle.
With one shin.
Won't let go.
Well, he can't.
Can't let go.
Oh my God, I'm
If
stuck.
you let go, my foot's gonna fall off. I know I won the match, but I swear to God, my foot's gonna fall off.
He also went white socks. Oh no, it's not. Those are the original boots. Okay.
Yeah, it's all tangled up. Okay.
Oh,
I'm all crossed up.
I didn't know whose feet were in my mouth.
Awesome.
It happens.
All right.
It happens.
This is how we say goodbye. Yeah, 1 week from today, we return.
Go get him. Go get him, guys.
Yeah, we're pretty excited.
Live from the Commercial Drive Legion.
Oh, it's so good.
Join us as we
Yeah, you got to make it down soon, James, man.
I will.
With ravenous
I'm on the mic this time, so if you make it down next week, James, I promise to shout your name out.
championship has been vacated.
See, the one time I ring announced, you would have had to pay me to shout your name out, James.
Oh,
but,
sick.
Yeah.
Opening round kicks off.
I pay you to shout my name out.
Big Cat Scott Henson. And on the
I pay him.
That's gonna be a great match.
Shout my
I
name.
love those two.
Yeah.
Karen.
Finals are
That's
scheduled
hot.
for Saturday, October 28th. The tournament winner will face whoever possesses the golden haunches on Saturday, November 25th.
Keeper of the cheeks.
All fan favorites, but there can be
Amazing. Let's have a shout out to the video team behind Boom. I love the show, but these things always make it like, I don't even think I saw that show. That looks incredible.
Yeah, it's all Max, man. We were talking about before here. We got it. It's Judas.
Against the nerve
Love him.
Folks, if you haven't seen Judas wrestle, he is the funnest.
Maybe
Icarus.
the best in the region right now. And who's this asshole?
Oh, I love him so much. Danced with him last night.
In the tournament, he's sure to be lurking in the shadows, ready to disrupt even the best laid plans, like a snake in the grass. Oh, if only Cat Power was not locked in prison, doing nothing but lifting
Hopefully soon,
weights
Duke.
and
That's when we can come to the East Coast.
24/7 on how to punish fines for having her incarcerated. But alas, there she remains. Also in September, making
This
his
guy's
Boom
fucking awesome.
debut
He's based out
all
of
the way
Edmonton,
from
James.
Calgary,
Oh,
Alberta.
yeah? Calgary.
Or what?
Rhinestone
But
Calgary.
Love Pro
Still
Wrestling is
square
in
off
Edmonton,
against
where he
highly
wrestles most of the
motivated
time.
Coco Flash. Tony
Yeah, I recommend
Bryan
going to a
Coco
Love Pro
Flash.
Wrestling show.
and the Gambler to face the combined force of
The Gambler.
Gambler's dope.
The Gambler.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, come on. There already was a Gambler. Did he?
That's
did
right,
he-
Barry O.
No, the Gambler, the guy on WCW forever, the undercard.
Can take
Oh, yeah, the guy.
The Gambler. I heard him on Jericho's podcast like 2 months ago.
World continues
Oh, yeah?
to mourn the loss of former President of the United States of America, Abraham Lincoln.
I love the
his former
Chuck Mangione.
and their
Yeah.
illegitimate son, Travis Williams.
The Flugel.
Brady Malibu and Malik Mello will test the strength of Shaolin Funk and Parm Singh Man. How will the Lincoln List Time Bandits fare
Oh, no.
against their arch nemesis, the Entourage? Boom! Season 2. With every match, every event,
My
every
nephew's favorite
$4
wrestler
beer,
is
we
Jackie Lee.
continue.
Jackie, I thought you were gonna say Big Cat.
Awesome.
I'm big in the cat. I'm big in the Big Cat camp.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Wow. Who isn't? Awesome. Thanks, guys. We will see everybody on Twitch soon. Bye, guys.